Yes? I want you to take the merchant group leader position instead. Pardon? That's your rightful position as the eldest child. I'm the youngest of the family, so it doesn't make sense for me to take that position. I know you are much more talented in this field than I am. You are the biggest reason that we were able to become one of the 3 greatest merchant groups when we used to be just a small one. But I like not having responsibilities and lounging about. If I become the merchant group leader, then I'll have to attend dinners with business partners and play along with their bullshit. I'll also be the one getting all the hate if the merchant group's image worsens. I don't want it. T8. Huh, too? Yeah, alright. Let's do as you wish then, Seoho. Everything is burning. All the things that my family and I built all this time are being erased. The guard that had protected me all my life, my second brother, Finance Pavilion's Mr. Jang, Breeze Pavilion's Mr. Lim, the generals, the Silver Wind Squad leader, and even the Sunset Pavilion leader. All the people I know now lie dead before my eyes. Eunhae merchant group's youngest son, Yoon Seoho. It was done by this man, the leader of the White Heaven merchant group, Namgoon Kang. It's a shame to have to kill you. Isn't the White Heaven merchant group under the Mirim Alliance? Is it okay for you to be doing this when you are supposed to represent the Orthodox Mirim? The higher-ups have heard about how you have been getting in the way of our business. That's why you should have stayed in your lane. All this just for money? All this just for money? You're the ones who lost to us because you were less skilled, and that's all you have to say after doing all this? How ridiculous. Have you gone deaf, you fucking idiot? Too cute. Phew, I shouldn't let my guard down with you, huh? It's because you are that dangerous that we are taking down the Eunhae merchant group, huh? Was everything in vain? Did the lives of merchants hold no weight in the grand scheme of Mirim? If only I had begun learning martial arts at a younger age, if only our Eunhae merchant group had expanded more, then perhaps all of us might not have died today. Master Ta. Young master. Understand that you're not in the greatest state health-wise, but you can't be falling asleep on your first day of work. What is going on? Am I still alive? Idolo asked you to look over the supplies from last year's harvest and summarize an analysis. The merchant group leader is really worried about your health. If I'm still alive, do you intend to meet you on the rest? Then this man must be Kang Namgoon, you bastard. Nuttiness. You're still dreaming, huh? Stick of love #0. What? This feeling it's familiar. This man is not Namgoon Kang, then. Chief of Internal Affairs, Yu Soak? Eunhae Merchant Group Chief of Internal Affairs, Yu Soak. He's long dead, though. How is he alive? I'm in the fight now. Ha ha. You're still not awake? In all my years of teaching the 3 young masters, no one has ever tried to punch me. You are very, very special. I wasn't fully awake. It was a mistake. Go to your room and start facing the wall, all right? Thinking chair. I can still imagine the moment I died. Why was I being scolded by the Chief of Internal Affairs, Yu Soak, instead? Last year's harvest supply analysis, that was the first task I got when I began learning about our business. The lecture I got that day almost reduced me to ashes. Is this what you call an analysis? A wild cow would write something better than this. Thanks for the trash. I can see it as fertilizer in my back garden, I guess. Yes, young master. I am Yoon Seoho's personal guard, Yo Yumim. How old am I right now? Did you get beat up that bad? Just tell me. Yesterday was your 15th birthday. But I'm 39. 7 supple skin without a single blister. Am I really back to being my younger self? What are you doing, young master? It hurts. Of course, it hurts. I'm dead though. All the memories from when I died are 50% vivid. My family lay dead in front of me, and the moment the White Heaven Merchant Group leader's sword went through my neck, HRK, too. It's all real. I've come back to the past. But the massacre did happen. I won't let it happen again. What's with that face? Do you need to have a bowel movement? I can still recall the incidents from my past life. I know how to overcome those situations, so I'll use that knowledge to become stronger so that we can stand up against the Mirim Alliance. Wait, now that I think about it. Alnyam, you said yesterday was my 15th birthday? Yes, what's wrong with you today? Are you going through puberty? Wait, then what year is it? What? Who? HLA, this is bad. There is only a week remaining until that incident. What now? We need to do something without anyone else knowing. What? You really are going through puberty. I'm not. Heck 4. Are you sure about this? Why wouldn't I be? The youngest has begun learning the business. I heard that the guard he has is also a pretty skilled martial master. Young master. For example, the best miracle medicine there is in Eunhae. Please, escape from this place. Where would I possibly go without you? This is my duty. I've been living for this very purpose. I'm okay, so please don't worry even if I die here, as long as it isn't in vain. That is enough for me. But you never listened to me ever since you were young. Will you render my death worthless, you damn brat? You must surely know your star far beyond understood. If I were to name the people from my multiple lives I can trust most, what are you looking at? One would be my guard, Yek you, ma'am. Why, young master, it's so cold. And the other would be my servant, Palgap 2. What I'm looking for right now is a miracle medicine that will cause a bloodbath in the near future. These two are the only ones I can trust to search for such a thing. So, what are we looking for? Look over there. Can't you see it? Right over there. A miracle medicine, yin energy comparable to the 10,000 years snow ginseng, the pure icy snow plum. What is that? A miracle medicine that will cure me of my condition? Are you sure it's alright to use miracle medicine we don't know much about? We already have plenty of miracle medicines at home. No, those won't do. My condition isn't just a simple meridian collapse. Mysterious dragon star physique, a unique physical condition where one is born with extremely strong yin energy. In the case of women, they can naturally handle the strong yin energy very well and go on to become martial masters. But for men, the aforementioned yin energy collides with their yang energy, slowly killing them. The only way to overcome this is to consume a miracle medicine containing yin energy during adolescence to convert the body's yang into yin. I learned about this too late in my past life, and it was impossible to get the pure icy snow plum. Are you not going to explain what is going on? Sorry, please just accept it this once. I beg of you. Gosh, I don't know who exactly you take after, but you never listen to your guardians, huh? Well, I'll be quick. Okay, let's go. Eunhae. I can't say I'll become stronger than you, but I'll become as strong as I can. In this life, it's so high up. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. Don't die for my sake. A few days later. You're up, young master. Good morning. Good morning, you too. Yeah, sleep. 27. Good morning, my ass. We've been down with the cold for days because of him. Hey, glad you're here. What? Don't you think the young master has been different lately? I feel like there's more energy and spring in his steps. Hasn't he become much taller as well? He used to be smaller than me, right? I wasn't the only one who noticed, huh? His face has changed too. Yes, he was pretty to begin with, but now he's like one of the most beautiful men out there. But I feel like he talks more like an old man now. I thought he was the chief of external affairs when I heard his good morning Tilda. But he's cuter like that, if anything. You're talking about the young master like that despite him not even being 20? Do your work? Tesk, he's practically an adult now. Yeah, recently, the young master took the miracle medicine we picked up from the mountains and went through body reconstruction. V1-4 guys, you know what to do, right? It's obvious he changed. Just how long will he insist on hiding it? It's so frustrating. Well, as long as he's healthy. If he gets sick again, I'm killing him. Vi, just how? You made all of this in 2 hours? This should take at least 2 days. Are you sure you really did all this properly? Fine, and Pavilion rank member, Yo Chang'ol. It isn't as if I wrote documents entirely from scratch. It was just summary writing. It wasn't all that difficult. Even a merchant crown's youngest son, Fine, and Pavilion member Eunhae remarked, "NTH day of work. Fucking hell, I should have pretended harder to be an amateur. I've done this kind of thing in my past life for such a long time, and my improved condition just accelerated my speed. Young master, this might come off as rude, but even the smallest work in the Fine and Pavilion should be done with utmost care. The flow of finances in a merchant group is akin to blood in a human's veins. If information were to leak out, what do you think would happen? Are you saying that I finished this early because I did it hastily? Well, you did do them far too quickly. Just a few days ago, he fell asleep during work and punched the chief of internal affairs. There's no way someone like that could have done this work well. It's obvious what he's thinking. Would you like to make a bet, then? What? I'll turn them into the Chief of Internal Affairs right now. Eunhae, Merchant Group Chief of Internal Affairs Yodestiak unmarried. Let's bet on whether he gives it a pass or not. He'll make a really big deal out of it. Are you sure? We'll see. He is far overdue for a lesson. Seeing his arrogance, well, alright. What are we betting? The loser will take care of all the remaining documents for today. The Zero TWD dance is a traditional dance stemming from the Han Dynasty of China. Is this brat seriously fucking around? Very well, let's do that. No chickening out. Ha, that's my line. I think you're all getting too heated over this. Hi 3 fine, and Pavilion rank 9 member assume. Don't interrupt a man's battle. I thought it was serious, though. Let's go right now then. Alright. Did you really do all this on your own, young master? Most pavilion leaders would be incapable of doing this kind of work. PP, please look closely. There must be a mistake. What? Are you questioning me right now? You've never given me, someone who's worked at the Fine Ants Pavilion for years, a pass in one go. So how can the young master, who just began learning, are your classes just for decoration? It's not that he's particularly lacking in skill. Shifu's standards are just ridiculously high. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to your 02 dance. 164. You look like you're in a good mood. All you do is make our parents and oldest brother worry because of your health, and you're going around giggling. What a bastard! Eunhae Merchant Group's second son, Jin-ho. Jin-ho. Why are you acting all friendly? You wanna, right? We were on bad terms at this time. I was also against you learning the business. It would only further worry father if you got sicker from strenuous work. Well, he's not wrong. When you see father later, don't go around showing off being sick. If you pass out like last time, I'm going to kill you. Well, alright, I'll be careful. I don't like you. The first time seeing my father and my brothers ever since coming back here. There really is a lot. Read for the fastest releases. Huh? According to my past life's memories, a fire will break out at the Fine Ants Pavilion in a few days. Because of that fire, a low-ranking pavilion official who was on duty at the time died, and all the documents were burned to ashes, resulting in a massive loss. That was an arson case meticulously planned by someone. To prevent it in advance, I must have the freedom to move as I please. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, it's nothing. I'll go in now. To make that happen, I'll need to change how others perceive me. Eunhae Merchant Group Man's Estate. Jin-ho, how's the work at the Sunset Pavilion? It's quite different from the Breeze Pavilion, isn't it? Eunhae Merchant Group's first son, Jin-ho. It's actually easier for me since I don't have to use my brains. I just need to use my body. I think fieldwork suits me better. Eunhae Merchant Group's second son, Jin-ho. Eunhae Merchant Group's youngest son, Seoho. Seoho, didn't you also start practical training at the Fine Ants Pavilion? Yes, brother. Learning is good, but don't rush it. I'm worried you might overdo it. Don't worry. I'm working within my limits. My eldest brother has always been like this, even back then. Which is exactly why I absolutely never want to see that side of him again in this life. What nonsense. Within your limits? Isn't anything besides lying in bed and eating considered overdoing it for you? Jin-ho, do you think it's right to say that to your younger brother? He's completely twisted. It's because you always cover for him that the brat doesn't know his place. How long do we have to pour our efforts into looking after him? To someone who's just a burden to this household. You're going too far. How am I going too far? Don't we all know this by now? He coughs up blood during monthly rituals and walks around with a cane. What job could you possibly give him in the merchant group? Seriously, even if I'm an adult, hearing that still stings. But this is my own issue to resolve. Don't call me by name, okay? Anyway, since father is about to arrive, let's stop here. I'm sure father will be really thrilled walking into this pathetic scene. You should calm down as well. Oh, okay, I admit I got too worked up. What was that? Even though I've always known that he's sharp. Today, he feels strangely mature. The master is here. Oh, he's arrived. Father, apologies for being a bit late. The meeting ran a little long. It's alright. We just sat down ourselves. Seoho, your face looks red today. Are you unwell? No, that's not it. The reason my face has turned red. It is because I saw the image of you dying in my past life. Is there something you want to say? It's because I was able to overlap that moment with your current youthful appearance. Yet a grip, Yoon Seohoi. This kind of emotional display isn't like you. That hasn't happened in this life yet. Just think about protecting the merchant group. Only focus on that goal. Ness, you saw right through me, father. Actually, I do have something to tell you. Sit down first and let's talk. Yes, father. Do you remember the conversation we had before I began learning the operations at the finance pavilion? Of course. Because you were born frail, you didn't take on full responsibilities. You only learned an overview of the work before completing your training. Is that really okay? Someday, I, too, will have to lead the pavilion members. Why is he suddenly saying something like this? That's a valid point, so what exactly are you trying to say? I want to take on all duties, including night shifts, just like my older brothers and the other pavilion members. I don't permit it. Why? Isn't that a bit too harsh of a rejection? What can't be done simply can't be done, especially night duty. It requires staying up all night and managing night security. With your current condition, that's absolutely impossible. Everything else is fine, but not my duty. Understood? If I can prove that I'm physically capable of doing night duty, will you allow it? Well, of course, but how exactly will you prove that? I'll spar with Jinho. What did you just say? Thor. Are you out of your mind? What's wrong? Afraid I'll win? No, Seoho, what are you saying? Is there a problem? Since both you and father are worried about my health, wouldn't easing that worry also be a form of filial piety? I understand that Jinho had recently become a first-class martial artist. If I can hold my own against him, wouldn't that prove that I'm capable of handling all the duties at the finance pavilion? Now that I've heard it, his words do make sense. Would you please allow the spar? Very well. Go ahead. Father, let it go. Seoho must also learn to take responsibility for his words. Everyone must face trial sooner or later. It seems that time is now for Seoho. He really doesn't think I have a sliver of a chance of winning against him, does he? I guess it's to be expected. Since there is such a massive gap between you and Jinho, if you can endure for even 1.5 minutes, I'll grant you permission to take on all duties, including night duty. Can you do that? Thank you for the opportunity, father. If it becomes too dangerous, surrender right away. There's no shame in doing so. I'll keep that in mind. But honestly, I don't think that'll be necessary. Why is the young master on the sparring stage? Wasn't he barely able to stand not too long ago? He'll be fine. He needs to be fine. Father, aren't you worried? What is there to be so concerned about? Since Jinho has always openly looked down on Seoho, I fear he might not hold back. Looked down on him, you say? Let's watch and see for now. Let's just watch for now. What the? Why are the youngest master and second young masters suddenly having a duel? The patriarch and the young masters have all lost it. That guy isn't even considering others' perspectives and acting all sexy. Is he possessed? Sound it? Ugh, whatever. I hope the youngest master wins. Yoon Seonho, you bastard who doesn't even know your place. Born as the youngest, you received too much love growing up, so you must think that the entire world is beneath you. Today, as your older brother, I'll teach you the ways of the world. I can't take my eyes off my younger brother. Is it that fascinating? 45. He's so small, father, so you must take good care of him in the future. As his brother, that is. Why must I do that? You've always expected me and big brother to act as good older brothers, but you overlook how that bastard never acts like a good son. Can't do that. 5 years. What level should I receive him with? 12 form Snow Dragon Sword Technique. Eunhae. Uh. Ahaha, using a step technique for the first time made me trip. Hee, I was learning martial arts by reading, and since my body's been improving, I used it for the first time. I was lucky enough to dodge the attack, but I fell over. Teehee, using his entire being to act like he can't use martial arts. Rita, lucky enough to dodge? Is that damn bastard joking? Thor. Don't take Sioho's words so lightly. He would never offer a duel with y'all without putting any thought into it. Since Sioho is the greatest genius of all time in the Eunhae merchant group, although I did say that, I didn't know he'd be this good. As informal as this duel is, I know Junho isn't going at full force, but still. Sioho, who couldn't even keep his balance, is holding up against Jinho, a first-rate master, for that long. If he learns under a proper master, I can't wait to see how much he'll grow. What I'm worried about right now is not Sioho. Why aren't my blows landing? I heard he was the greatest genius in the history of the merchant group. Is he going to take the title of the merchant group's greatest martial genius from me as well? You bastard! Seo Hall, the adults are gone. Hog 7. Eunhae. From now on, the Chief of External Affairs will be teaching you martial arts. Pardon? BBLT, I want to be taught by you. Jinho's, your brother is very sick. You need to concede so I can take care of your brother. You're an older brother now. Young Master Sioho is in critical condition. We must block the flow of the blood. What's the cause? The second young master seems to have fed him an elixir of young energy by accident. Father, I just wanted Sioho to get better faster. Thor. Father. How is Sioho's condition? It's not good. Even if he recovers, the internal injuries will be great. Ever since the beginning, all of the problems were caused by you being born weak. So, why do I? Brother. Family is quite difficult. What bullshit are you on about? Since it's a closer relationship than any other, we must carry deep-seated bad blood even while spending our lives together forever. What? That's something I heard once. I am not curious. How much time is left? Around 9 seconds. Eunhae. Seeing as you're spouting bullshit, this must be easy for you. However, that won't be the case for much longer. Jinho, what are you doing? Put your feelings aside. Bullshit, Jinho. You don't know anything at all. Family is quite difficult, Seohaj. Since this is a closer relationship than any other, we must carry deep-seated bad blood even while spending our lives together forever. When living with those thoughts, you forget why you hate people in the first place. My hope towards you is one that the powerlessness of not being able to do anything, the guilt towards you, and alienation because our family always prioritized you, all these things eventually transformed into hatred towards you. My only younger brother, that isn't your fault. I'm sorry for constantly bothering you because of my feelings. After constantly postponing it, this is how I'm apologizing. Sioho, don't forget me. Can't do that, brother. How is that solely your fault? We were all immature. Tava. You let go of the sword? You may have added sword Kai, but it's the same attack as your first one, obvious. I can't just forgive you. But I'll let it go with this. There was no victor within 10 minutes, so the bet is off. Is the youngest master's victory, vote. Finance Pavilion, so, the youngest master won? It's a secret from the public, of course. Haha, gosh, the way he organized the materials too. He's quite the steal. Must recommend him as my assistant and put him to work for 24 hours a day. Read for the fastest releases. Brother. Family really is difficult. What makes me even more pissed is the fact that, along with being mad, I also feel strangely relieved. What is Eunhae doing right now? Ah, the youngest master? He got dragged away by the chief of internal affairs. What? Hello, young master Siobo? Word is in the air that you can finally start taking on real duties now. Well, technically, that's true. Is there something wrong? Bring him in. From today onward, you are my assistant. This has been approved by the Eunhae Merchant Group head, so any resistance is futile. Chief of Internal Affairs of the Eunhae Merchant Group Yod Squak. In my past life, the cause of his death was. Let me briefly explain your duties. Overwork group tasks will include managing group finances, overseeing tax and administrative affairs, verifying loan documentation, filing weekly, monthly, and yearly financial events, handling budget allocation events and condolence expenses, and managing all financial reporting within the group. Simple enough, right? KFITSQX assistant Jo Yeonjeong. Don't worry too much, young master. Just like me, you'll start to enjoy it soon enough. Sorry, but I don't think that'll happen. Acupoint blocked? Oh, why is that? Well, there's no way I can say it's because of the Finance Pavilion fire incident. That incident happened between 3 and 5 a.m. To prevent it, I have to be on overnight duty on the day it occurs. But if I'm dragged into working as this lunatic's assistant, I won't even be able to leave the office before midnight, let alone be on overnight duty. In my past life, I saw his former assistant scream and run away from being overworked. There's no guarantee I won't end up like that. Anything but that. Chief of Internal Affairs, yes? I believe the true value of my field training lies not in the actual work itself, but in gaining a broad understanding of operations. Besides, I've only just started my training 2 days ago. Supposedly, there are more qualified candidates for this assistant role. Hey, if you sleep here, your mouth will stay crooked. I want to learn the regular duties of the other staff, not receive special treatment. Also, I've heard that the Chief of Internal Affairs assistant isn't assigned overnight shifts. Isn't overnight duty the very heart of administrative work? It's a position where all the hardships and realities of staff work are concentrated. I understand your intention, young master. Thank you. In that case, you'll handle both regular duties and overnight duties for working week reports, overseeing weekly, monthly, and yearly budget planning and related matters, managing equipment, inventories, and other tasks, and handling financial oversight of internal and all other expenditures. Catch him young, the making masters away, I'm running. 2 armed forces of the Eunhae Merchant Group, the Silver Wind Squad and the Tasks Group, maintain merchant duties, protect, guard employees, escape, detain. 3 days later, the roster of overnight duty staff for today. Yo Chang Hui, Yoon Seoho. Today's roster for overnight duty staff includes Yo Chang Hui and Yoon Seoho. The Finance Pavilion fire incident takes place. Yo Chang Roman 6. The incident occurred the night he was on duty. I'm glad I remember. But the problem is I feel like I'll go crazy from how badly I want to sleep. It feels like I'm breaking my own limits every single day. The Eunhae merchant I didn't know takes pride in using stimulant pills to stay awake. A human could work this hard. Thanks to the inner energy I got from the pure icy snow plum, I recover quickly after some meditation and breathing exercises. But maybe because of that, they just keep sending more work my way, or am I just imagining things? Once this is over, I need to get out of here, no matter what. Sir, please give me more work before I end up like that crazy woman. Yes, young master? I'll be counting on you for tonight's overnight shift. I'll be counting on you too. Before that, just need to get through tonight safely. Let's have some tea before we start. Aren't you going to have any? I'm fine. Hey, yes? Have anything to say to me? I don't know what you mean. Is that so? Yes, Agron. I'll go do my rounds now. 3 by yourself? Toot, I think that would be best. I have been here since earlier. Why do you always hide in weird places? Who knows? It's just a habit, I guess. It's more comfortable here. Would you like to come down and have some tea? Oh, what's the occasion? I'm coming right down. What do you think? It's a little bitter for my tastes. I told you not to let it boil too long. As expected, it had sleeping medicine in it. I want to pass out as well. Time to begin my patrol. Let's start the assignment. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. Naya. What? You seem excited. Wow, it's burning really well. Oil on blazing fire. You prepared quite thoroughly, didn't you? Young Master Seoho, how did you figure it out? Would you believe me if I said I saw it from the future? You clearly have no intention of telling me, do you? Is that what matters right now? You were about to set this place on fire, and I caught you. That's what matters. Phew. Yes, you're not wrong. The rumors of your keenness weren't exaggerated, it seems. Are you alone? Yes, I am still single. Are you kidding me right now? Oh. Young Master Seoho, don't you have anything to say to me? I don't know what you mean. Is that so? Yes. How did you do it? Pardon? You passed the documents through the Chief of Internal Affairs in one go, and that's on just your second day of training. I've been working in the financial pavilion for over 3 years, and I've never managed to do that. What kind of sorcery did you use? Is that why you've been acting so stiff all this time? When was I ever stiff? Who are you kidding? You were? I don't think there's anything particularly special about me. It's just that I tried not only to complete the tasks given, but also to read the intentions of the Chief of Internal Affairs behind them. If you get caught up in just the formality of the tasks, you end up doing work for the sake of work. Oops, I'm sounding like an old man now. I learned that from my father. That's what he said. This is kind of frustrating but also humbling at the same time. It doesn't have to be. That kind of emotion can also be fuel for growth. That is also what my father taught me. I'll do my rounds now. By yourself? I think that would be for the best. Even though he's the blood of the merchant group head, who would have thought a rookie would catch us off guard? Perhaps the future of the merchant group really does lie with him. Ouch, he can be damn annoying at times. Are you practicing the Void Twin dance well? A warm cup of tea is best when the break room feels chaotic. I should have just had the tea he made earlier. My pride and I. What's this? I didn't see this earlier. Oil stains. 1144. After having fought with Jinho, I've realized that fighting you now is pointless. I-550 equals 744 Babu STMRK. What is this? Wasn't he sick and could die any time? What is happening? Is this a dream? This can't be real. A dead-end job, a dead-end life. Rather than be born to live a meaningless life. I'm betting it all on this 1-inch mahjong tile. This is a scam, you bastards. How could it be that I haven't drawn a single scene till now? It's you, isn't it, you bastard? You tampered with the tiles, didn't you? Do you know how much money that was you? Please come again, Tilda. Since when was my life worth just one tile? It's so fleeting, so empty. What a pathetic state you are in, warrior. I can pay it back in the beginning. I tripled the original amount. You saw it too. Oh, come on. I'm from the Eunhae merchant group. I can recover my losses. You know that. Please? Of course, Idol. You're a capable member of the Eunhae merchant group's financial pavilion. That's why I'm proposing this. Do you want to work together again? It's so pointless. Everything is so pointy. No one allowed you to faint. 17. From now on, you are not a human anymore. When you're struck, you only speak the truth. Do you understand? Read for the fastest releases. Around 4-5 a.m. Sorry to cause all that ruckus so early in the morning. I hope you will understand that I had my reasons. I'm sure you received the message already, but we just caught the man who was trying to set the Fine's pavilion on fire. We have confirmed that this was orchestrated by the Lotus Courtesan House. The Breeze Pavilion leader's water wheel was very helpful in getting a confession out of the culprit. I will tell you everything. Everything? Please ease the dust. Kill me. I found a pattern. Rank dollar member, Finance Pavilion Arsonist, Seun. The Lotus Courtesan House, you say? Are you certain of it? I'm sure he feels deeply betrayed, The Lotus Courtesan House is one of the 5 greatest escort pavilions of Hubei. They have been working with us for a very long time, too. If I remember correctly, the Lotus Courtesan has quite a large outstanding sum they owe to the Breeze Pavilion leader, Jiak Byoncheol. I think they were trying to erase any records of that debt by starting a fire. It would have been hard to figure out the culprit if they had succeeded. Sunset Pavilion leader Eunhae. There are quite a few places that are indebted to us. Either way, I'm glad. Chief of External Affairs and Silverwind Squad leader Go Ilpyeong. If it weren't for the young master, we would all be asleep without even knowing about the fire. Yeah, I'm sure. Would have burned to death, since she would have drunk the tea with the sleeping pill if it weren't for me. That's enough praise. I think we should discuss what to do. You're right. I would expect someone as young as him to want to show off a bit more. He's moving on to the important matters without any hesitation. He's able to stay so calm despite how big of a deal this incident is. He is definitely talented. Can you let him down from the tree first? I don't feel good having him up there. He's a human too, after all. I wouldn't have expected the Chief of Internal Affairs to say that. Well, alright. Soon, are you awake? Yes, thank you. I'm awake. You're for somebody, you're then too late. I can't correct this sentence as it does not contain any recognizable English words. Let's actually set the pavilion on fire. What does that mean? What did you just say? Calm down. Let's listen to what he has to say. This is my place of business, Chief of Internal Affairs. That is an impressive plan. Lies disturb the truth, and what is fake disturbs what is real. Is that the quote that you're trying to use? Lies disturb the truth, and what is fake disturbs what is real. That's the saying, yes. Pavilion leader Yon, we need to cover up the truth with a lie. We need to make the Lotus Courtesan House believe that their plan was a success. This will make them show their true colors. That makes sense, I agree as well. What about you, Chief of Internal Affairs? I agree. What kind of nonsense? Why would we burn down 4 perfectly fine buildings? Do you know how much it costs to build a whole new building? Then, since most of us have agreed, we will be setting the finance pavilion on Friday at noon. Snore snore you, ma'am, and the documents were all stored in a safe place. It's burning well, like in my past life, but it's different this time. This fire is a stepping stone to the success of our merchant group, although the Chief of Internal Affairs will have to work extra hard for a little while. I guess I should let him take a small vacation. How much will it cost to rebuild the pavilions? Where am I supposed to? When is the due date for the Lotus Courtesan House's fees? Next month, on Buddha's birthday. Then, we'll let this issue marinate real nicely until then. We'll get that money from elsewhere. A month later, Hubei's was one of the 5 greatest escort pavilions. Do you remember the big fire at the Eunhae merchant group a while ago? Of course, everyone was talking about it for a while, but why? I heard that all the important contracts and records were burnt to ashes. All the documents regarding the Lotus Courtesan House were kept in the library. It's strange. Didn't we owe them quite a large sum of money? Yeah, on that note. I think they're using the fire as an opportunity to not pay off the debt. Q57. Nonsense. Just because the documents were burned to ashes doesn't excuse them from paying their debts. Lotus Courtesan House's chief manager, Seo Suchang, trust is very important when it comes to business. How can the house master not see that? I need to stop this. I offer my greetings to the house master. What? What's the issue, chief manager? Have you never seen a woman's body before? House master, did you put your hands on the entertainers again? The former house master bandit. Cut the lecture and get to the point. You're making me want to kill you, Lotus Courtesan House Master Beak Bok. This crazy good-for-nothing flicker. I need to quit. I heard that you're not going to pay the outstanding fees you have with the Eunhae merchant group. They might have lost their documents, but I'm worried that this would be breaking the trust of an old business partner of ours. Whatever, it's already long past the due date. I'm sure it would have already become a problem if they knew. Get out of here. But what? They're not saying anything to us. Get out. The former house master would not have done such a thing. Is that so? Come closer. Yes, house master. Let's see, it should be somewhere around here. This bottle, you lucky. Hey, chief manager, who's the house master right now? Is it me, or my father? 13, 25, 2. All you do is get in my damn way. Listen to me. Or can you not hear me? Anyway, once this is all taken care of, we're going to be dealing with the Daewon merchant group. The requests are a bit annoying sometimes, but as you already know, the Daewon Merchant Group is near. One of the 3 greatest merchant groups and a direct affiliate of the Miram Alliance. The White Heaven Merchant Group's affiliate merchant group is number 63. If I just resolve this issue, I'm sure everyone who keeps comparing me with my father will shut their lips. We won't have to work with the Eunhae Merchant Group anymore. No, we could completely terminate them instead. Hogmaster, 82. Coming in here without my permission. Do you want to die? I apologize, it's urgent. We, the Eunhae Merchant Group, is he here with all their guapi? What? Out of nowhere? No one is stopping us even though we came here without making any announcement. Well, I don't assume they pay their guards well when they won't even pay their business partners. They are doing a great job at not running the place anyway. It doesn't seem like they're ready to greet guests. Let's just go in. Amal, we're here to collect our money. Ha, I'm here to collect the money you owe. This guy, why does he look like he's in such a good mood? Give me my money. It was about the money after all. His money? Who the hell are you? Well now, I thought you were just someone who dodged debt, but it turns out that you're a hopeless, good-for-nothing scumbag. If the late housemaster saw this, he'd be so proud, wouldn't he? Hey, 421. If you've drawn your sword, you'd better come at me already. What are you planning to chat with me instead? Or do I have to call you over myself? Tusk, you bastard. Who's? He blocked all my attacks. I heard the second son of the Eunhae Merchant Group was a first-rate martial master, but this, what is it? Something not going your way? If it's not working, then you observe a beating. Now, clench your teeth. 46%. Such a clear, ringing sound. Your head is hollow? Could he be dead? Awake now? You're getting scared just by looking at my face? You want to die? You dare stick into my chest? Look at this, you scumbag. This isn't the first or second time. How do you go an entire year delaying payment and annoying people like this? We've only tolerated you out of respect for the pavilion master. Do you think that we're suckers? What payment are you even talking about? This is the record of all the goods our Eunhae Merchant Group has provided to the Lotus Courtesan House, and yet, it seems you haven't paid a single coin in the last year. According to the contract, this means the ownership of the Lotus Courtesan House must be transferred. You know that, right? Don't be absurd. You think I wouldn't know those are forged documents? Trying to pin this on me, are you? I know all about the fire in your guild's finance hall. That fire destroyed all your records, so what? This is your method? Extorting money with no evidence? Ugh, this is disgusting. I can't take this anymore. You say it's a fake document? Okay, then open your eyes wide and take a good look. Am I the only one who can see this aged paper and worn down seal? What will you do if this turns out to be real? It is to wag the holy shit. This is genuine. I take magistrate. This doesn't make sense. I heard it all went up in flames. Did the Daewon Merchant Group mess this up? No, they said the job was done, so how could they lie to me? What the hell though? Rattle, what are you doing? What else? That's the sound of your tiny brain trying to think. If you'd just run the Lotus Courtesan House properly, you could have lived comfortably. What were you so desperate for that you ended up pulling crap like this? I've been doing shady business behind people's backs. Am I wrong? There's something I'd like to say. Wait, this guy is. I'm Seo Suchang, Chief Manager of Lotus Courtesan House. He's the one who turned a failing establishment into one of the top 3 courtesan houses in Hubei with his outstanding managerial skills, and to think talent like that has been rotting away at the Lotus Courtesan House all this time. Nice to meet you. I'm Ellen Sioho of the Eunhae Merchant Group. Let's skip the formalities. Please take a look at this. These are the accounting books for the Lotus Courtesan House. Turn to the 7th page. Recently, there's even a new branch location. Chief Manager Seo, if you say one more word, I'll kill you. 348. Young Master, may I speak with House Master Beak for a moment? Oh yes, House Master Beak, it's all over now, so stop. But, you've already crossed the line. Beak Bok, who had average abilities compared to the previous Housemaster. I heard young Master Beak made another mistake in the order. How many times does this make it now? His face may resemble the Housemaster's, but his smarts are a completely different story. He was constantly being compared to his father. Even small mistakes were regarded as big flaws. Perhaps that was why. You think father will hang me in that position? That's why he had no choice but to become twisted. Even while knowing you couldn't fill his place, I regret all the time and effort I wasted on thinking of my relationship with the previous Housemaster. Now you, Housemaster Beak, will have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Cug, you bastard. Young Master, please check the ledgers mentioned earlier. Oh, thank you. He must have had special circumstances. Regardless, things have been resolved now. As I had thought, he was planning to do something corrupt. He ran an illegal gambling den. No wonder the brothel was a mess and their payment to us was delayed. Did you find something out, Sioho? Yes. As expected, the funds were leaking somewhere else anyway. Thank you for trusting me. I started this business, so I should naturally see it through to the end. Go to work. There's one more part of this that's suspicious. Would you like to see? It's fine. I have info as well. You speak of the new pavilion Housemaster Beak was building, correct? I considered it a false rumor at first, but now I see it may have been true. The mastermind behind all of this, it must be the Daewon Merchant Group. I am aware that the Daewon Merchant Group is with the White Heaven Merchant Group, which is directly under the Miriam Alliance. What is the Miriam Alliance planning this time, young master? Echo? Just what could you possibly be pondering about so deeply that you haven't responded to my calls since earlier? Oh, sorry. Why must you see the pavilion? Please explain so that if something happens, I may be of help. I have to find out. Should I just punch him this one time? That's the pavilion Housemaster Beak is building. Contrary to my expectations, it's just an ordinary pavilion, but the air around it is strangely cold. Elmian, do you notice anyone around? No, I don't. Then nobody must be nearby. Let's go in for now. No one is here because there was an order not to enter until tomorrow. I also felt something strange near here before. Chief CO. Come behind me. Come out. But we didn't sense anyone. Who are you? Identify yourself. So they want to fight? Elnian, take care of Chief CO. X9. She's quick. Okay. Okay. 77. She's light on her feet, but she has strong sword strikes. This person is a master. The smell of orchids? Young master. What? Thor. A firebomb? That on. Chief CO, are you okay? I'm fine. I thought it was a firebomb, but it turns out it was just a smoke bomb. Her only goal was to get out of this place. We would have been in danger had she gone all out over here. I don't know why Housemaster Beak made this, but this is an underground tunnel that leads to the Lotus Courtesan House's main building. An underground tunnel hidden underneath the floor. This is definitely strange. Elmium, could you guard the entrance? Understood. That masked person must be related to this door. What father was saying is true. This is the Dao of Merchant Group's crest. Read for the fastest releases. 82 years. Main estate of the Eunhae Merchant Guild, Yunwal Pavilion. There's an underground tunnel connecting to the Lotus Courtesan House from there, and you said you found the insignia of the Daewon Merchant Group down there as well. If it bothers you that much, shall we just put the Lotus Courtesan House up for sale? That won't do. Why not? As you all know, the Lotus Courtesan House is one of the 5 major courtesan houses of Hubei Province. It's a place frequented by wealthy elites and high officials. That means we frequently get opportunities to make contact and earn their favor, and we can also quickly obtain high-quality information. Not to mention, we can promote our merchant group's merchandise there too. Yes, and if we retain the current chief manager, we won't even need to put much effort into management. It'll run smoothly. In the long term, it's a net gain. It's like duplicating money automatically. I agree with that statement. Looking at the ledgers, I saw he's a person with truly outstanding capabilities. So much so that I wanted to bring him to my side and put him to work right away. Kai, what's this sudden chill? Pity, that's a dangerous looking face. Anyway, Seoho, since you wrapped up this situation well, I'll grant you a vacation as a reward. You've had a hard time with the finance pavilion incident too. Take a few days to rest comfortably. I'll handle Chief Yu, so you can go now. Alright, you need to go? Where are you going? Where did he go? Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Where are you going? Where are you going? That gave me the chills. I thought he was a ghost who died from overwork in a past life. Is there a ghost in the Eunhae pavilion? No, never mind. Let's just go. What's with all this ghost talk? The reason the nobles of Hubei supported the Miriam Alliance and the White Heaven Merchant Group in my past life must have been because they were recruited in secret at that hidden location, and now that place is our merchant group's property. We've completely pulled one over on those Miriam Alliance bastards. Maybe he went crazy after seeing a ghost. If only we had captured that masked man, we could have learned more. Alniam, let's keep what happened at the pavilion a secret from father. There's no need to make him worry. That masked man, he was a martial master incomparable to someone like House Master Beak. If we ever have to confront the Miriam Alliance head-on, we'll likely face even more powerful foes. I should visit my master from my past life, perhaps today. If only I had rushed the patrol by just 2 more hours that day, my son wouldn't have died. What day is it today? Damn, it's too early. I can't be late. I'm heading there first. Take care of the physician for me. Muck, you're all right. Rotor. Yuck, WH, what do I do? It's all my fault. If only I hadn't suggested playing in the forest. It's not your fault. It was because you shouted for help that I was able to come. Sob, Soba, you did well. Why lie? There, it's okay. It's all okay. Thank goodness. Eunhae Merchant Group's Medical Pavilion 4A. A penetration wound from a bamboo shoot. If we had arrived even a little later, it could have been fatal. The pain of burying one's child in their heart is something I could never dare to imagine, so we'll change the future one piece at a time. Anyway, it should be about time he arrived. Hyungunyai Ep X9 Ah, as expected, he just returned from an escort mission. A love. I am Ellen Seoho from the Eunhae Merchant Group. While walking through the bamboo forest, I was fortunate to find him and bring him back. Thank you so much. If it weren't for you, it would have been a disaster. No, not at all. I just happened to be lucky enough to find him. It was your younger son who stayed by his brother's side and stopped the bleeding. It's your younger son who saved his life. You're so humble. I truly don't know how to repay this kindness. Don't worry about it. He was simply meant to live. There's no need to thank me like that. I never expected Master to be like this. Young Master. Would it be alright if we moved somewhere more private? Is something the matter? This isn't quite the place to say we ought to be cautious. It concerns your physical constitution. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. 82k years. I don't feel too comfortable saying this in a place like this. It's regarding your condition. I'm sorry to make you come here so late without even a guard. It's fine. I assume you don't want others to know about whatever you're going to tell me right now. You're smart. Do you perhaps know about the mysterious dragon star physique? Seems like you do. You don't have to be nervous. Well, when I touched your hand earlier, I felt a very powerful amount of yin energy from within. I could tell because I, too, had learned ice arts. I felt that you possessed the mysterious dragon star physique then, too. Do you know something about it? I met someone in the past with that physique. Huh? You met someone with the same condition as me? Yes, but I cannot tell you who it was. I'm sorry. I assume you have your own reasons. Anyway, the reason I brought this up is, I wanted to ask you if it would be alright to teach you the ice arts. I know, huh? The fact that you saved my child and we met, and the fact that I have come to know of your mysterious dragon star physique, I think it's all fate. I would like to repay you for what you've done for me. So please allow me to teach you, what? 83. Please teach me, 44 Master. I didn't expect you to accept my offer so quickly. We have a very long history with the prosperous escort agency. There's no way I would turn down an opportunity to learn from one of the leaders of such a place. Alright, if you say so, let's start training tomorrow morning. The next morning, this cultivation technique's name is the Supreme Yin Iced Tea Divine Arts. You already have internal energy in your danshin, so you just need to memorize the flow I am showing you right now and do it for yourself afterwards. His meridians are already open. Young Master, did you already know about this cultivation technique? There's no way. Then was there a time when your life was endangered because of your yin energy? I actually ate miracle medicine a while ago, and it almost killed me. That explains it. People say that this cultivation technique was created very long ago when our ancestors' survival instincts kicked in when they found themselves freezing to death. I can't really tell him the truth. I'm sure he'll find it hard to believe even if I were to tell him, young master. That's a good thing, since you are already prepared to utilize the cultivation technique. We can skip to stamina and strength training right away, starting now right now? Yes, I'll train you so hard you'll want to curse me out. You saved my son's life. I'll do my best, so that my teachings can help you save your own life. I'm going to give you homework every day. You need to train even when you're working. Chief, there's a ghost. What? A ghost? That's Mr. Duh, you can't see that now? Oh, then I'll 67 too. What are you doing, young master? Get ready. I'm coming with you. If Mr. Sun is here, that means he has to discuss something with me, and that usually means more documents. I'll talk to him on my own and explain everything to you afterwards. It'd be a real pain in the hum. It would be a waste of time, totally inefficient. He's having me do everything because he's too lazy to get out of this place. Well then, young one, take good care of the young master. I'll give you more work once I'm back. Yes, Chief, wait. Long time no see. Hubei County's landowner, Jiangju, indeed, however song. What is, pay him no mind, that's my SL I mean my subordinate. Below is he going to say slave? Anyway, I wanted to ask for help. Is there a problem? A few days ago, the officers told me that some of my land hasn't been taken into account for taxes. So I talked about it with someone I trust. They told me that the officers are looking for something. It seems like there's a misunderstanding. I thought that if I could find whatever it is they're looking for, I could at least meet him and clear the misunderstanding. What I'm looking for is a doll that dances on its own at specific times. A doll that dances on its own. The item I am looking for is rare, a doll that dances on its own when the hour strikes. A doll that dances on its own. A doll that dances on its own. I understand your situation, Lord Song. However, is official Po Jianser really the one who requested this item? The truth is, it involves Lady Ju. Lord, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I don't think we can take on this request. At some point, a game became popular among noble women. Once a month, they would choose a young lady and take turns assigning her a task, a sort of challenge to obtain rare items. Sometimes they'd be told to bring back a golden flower. Whoever lost the bet had to treat everyone involved in the game to an extravagant feast. Whoever won the bet would be treated like an empress by the other noble women until the next round began. There was one woman who created and hosted this game. She was Lady Ju's, the wife of official Po Jiangsa. What began as a fleeting form of entertainment. My ring is so pretty. It became a frenzied competition, eventually causing harm even to commoners. At the time, I couldn't understand why they became so obsessed with such trivial amusement. Now, I think I understand a little. I've truly been pawned. I have never done anything shameful in my entire life, and yet they say I failed to pay taxes on lands covering several acres. Does that make any sense? But if I had that item, I think I could appeal directly to the official police and clear up this misunderstanding. So, because of you, please help me. Could it be that in my previous life, the reason so many landlords, including Lord Song, fell into ruin from tax evasion and even took their own lives was ultimately because of Lady Ju? Lord Song is a long-time acquaintance of our Eunhae merchant group and is well respected among the common folk. If we help him now, he will surely repay our kindness many times over. However, getting entangled with Lady Ju at this point is too dangerous. Ha! What am I even thinking right now? Why did our merchant group meet such a tragic end? Now that I've returned to the past, what is it that I've resolved to do? Father! Sulov, wasn't he a slave? I have something important to report. That rare item, I'll try to retrieve it. In my past life, the artisan who made it came from the Golden Immortal Village in Jiangxi Province. If I go and make inquiries, I might be able to track him down somehow. The important thing is to avoid getting into direct conflict with Lady Ju. Soon, the Emperor will issue a decree that will put an end to the noble women's game. When that happens, Lady Ju's misdeeds will also come to an end for good. As long as I stay out of sight until then, I'll be fine, young master. Oh, what is all this about all of a sudden? Whenever you're going somewhere, please tell me in advance where and when. That's all I asked. You said nothing until yesterday, and now you're suddenly going to Jiangxi Province? Who do you think you are? Do you want to report to the department? The roads are treacherous with all this snow. Well, I mean, it's about time I started making trade expeditions too. And this commission is really important for the Eunhae merchant group. Father and the others have already given their approval, and even my older brothers gave me gifts and wished me well. A fine. Since it's dangerous, put that sword away right now. What? Why are you grinning so much? Hee, it's young Master Sioho's first official expedition. To think that the young master I serve has grown so much. I'm both nervous and excited at the same time. Ha, that's true. Warrior Yo, please don't worry. He's far more mature and capable than his age would suggest. Finance Pavilion member Warrior Lim Jongdan. I, too, will assist the young master to ensure the mission is completed swiftly and with grace. Even our chief Yu said that he ordered that the young master be returned as quickly as possible. Anyway, this expedition is accompanied by head escort Guak of the Prosperous Escort Agency and Captain Yun Chun from the Silver Wind Squad. Even if something does happen, there's no need to worry. Unless we run into bandits or something. Whoa, wait, did he just jinx us? Is something wrong? Achoo. It's been a while. Prosperous Escort Agency's head escort, Guak Mu Hyun said's master, have you been well? Silver Wind Squad, Yun Chun 7. Looking at the direction you're headed, it seems you're bound for Jiangxi Province? Yes, that's correct. We're transporting goods that must be kept dry. With all the snow, our pace is slow and everyone is exhausted. That's good news for us. Our stronghold chief sent word inviting you to stop by for some warm tea and rest. 44. The Green Forest Bandits. The Green Forest Group. If it's around here, then it must be that man. Vahan, it's nice to meet you all like this. I am Jiang Disu, the chief of the Wutong Mountain Stronghold, the Wolfang Sword Demon, Jiang Disu. I am Yun Chun, the third team captain of the Eunhae Merchant Group's Silver Wind Squad 4. I am Kwak Moon Hyun, the Prosperous Escort Agency's head. I was worried that you might get frostbite due to the nasty weather, so I called you here today. Thank you for coming despite the sudden invitation. We should be the ones thanking you. We were desperate to rest as well, which makes this perfect. He's still as good a person as ever, unfitting of the Green Forest Group's leader. Ha, that's a relief. Then let's eat before the food and tea get cold. Guardio, are we not vacated? In the den of bandits right now. Not all bandits or pirates start fights with merchant groups or escort agencies. Back in my day, the bastards who started fights without a plan were rooted out and eaten. Anyway, normally, as long as you use the tacitly agreed upon paths, you can just pass by our young masters completely. Why did you say back in my day as if you experienced it yourself? Isn't this your first trip? That's what my brothers told me. They said it's a super great to pay anyway. This precious food is going to get cold. Let's eat it, This tea is quite good. By the way, You don't look the type to go on a trip like this. Oh, where are my manners? I forgot to introduce myself. I am Eunhae, and I work at the Eunhae Merchant Group's Finance Pavilion. And now, what is your relationship with the Eunhae Merchant Group head? He is my father. Haha, no wonder your gaze was so bright. I didn't know I had such a precious guest. Hurry, sit down and eat. 371. Compared to our food, theirs is a little lacking. Something's strange. That man must not know what's hiding on this mountain yet if I play this well. Stronghold Chief Jang, have you been having a hard time lately? Young Master Allen. Although I believe you've made a mistake out of ignorance, do know that your words just now are incredibly insulting to our stronghold. I apologize if your feelings were hurt, however, you don't need to react so strongly. But I don't think the stronghold needs to hold on to those who are passing by and treat them luxuriously, unfitting of their difficult circumstances. To request a higher toll than usual, how did the young master know that? All the while, everyone is acting as if they're eating until they're full. To summarize, you're saying that we're serving you food in order to charge a higher toll out of you and that we're acting as if we're eating until we're full? Is that right? Am I wrong? Has he truly gone insane? What are we going to do now? Hit it! Oh! I apologize for the mediocre acting. You're completely correct. This winter especially had a lot of snow, so this isn't exactly our stronghold's best year, however, judging by how you brought this up despite us possibly taking offense to it. You must have some kind of countermeasures, young master. Huh? Of course! It's quite 3. Natha, let's shake things up a bit before that. It looks like you've been taking great care of it. Making soup. You bastard, stop it. Thor. The reason you haven't been able to take as many tolls as usual. And you will receive more tolls. For the path, I guess educated bastards are smarter. Don't say that, you brat. Bastards? Yeah, he'll get hurt, mut. Simple method. I'm so embarrassed. Thinking, I, Jang Disu, am indebted to you. This is it, pal. 44. I have something that would be very helpful for both the Wutong Mountain Stronghold and us. Read for the fastest releases. Wow, the view is beautiful. It's the pride of our stronghold. I set up camp here because I loved this scenery, especially in winter. Once the snow covers everything in white like this, it becomes a breathtaking sight. More importantly, since you requested a private audience, I assume it's something important. How about getting to the point now? Chief, how much do you know about spiritual herbs? Not much, to be honest. Why did you suddenly bring that up? Not long after, rumors about the spiritual herbs sprouting in Wutong Mountain began to spread, and soon, the Miram Alliance swept through Chief Jang's stronghold. It didn't take long for them to monopolize the spiritual herbs growing in Wutong Mountain. Cave. The truth is, there are precious spiritual herbs growing all over Wutong Mountain. Right now, beneath your right foot, there's a bluish flower. It's called Snow Soul Flower. It's an excellent remedy for those with damaged organs. Aside from that, there are herbs that expel negative energy from the body, like White Tiger Spirit Flower, or ones that help the body absorb medicine more effectively, like Snow Ginseng. There are countless spiritual herbs thriving on Tut Moitat. How on earth did you get such information? Well, as a merchant handling various goods, having basic knowledge of herbs and reading terrain is essential, don't you think? Still, even for a merchant, it's rare to spot spiritual herbs in such a short amount of time. The details are a trade secret. Let's just say I'm not your average merchant. I can't exactly say I know the future. You got guts. So what is it you want from me? Please trade the spiritual herbs from this place exclusively with us, and let's keep this deal a secret. Deal? Hi. That's doable, but why keep it a secret? Because if word gets out about the herbs, it'll become a headache for both of us. We might face competition from other trading groups. You will have to guard your land against thieves. These herbs are no ordinary treasures. Outside interference could become a problem. Those thieves who wear the mask of justice and commit all sorts of atrocities. Wait, is he talking about the Miriam Alliance here? If we strike a deal, then we'll not only purchase the herbs at a good price, we'll also provide you with documents to help distinguish spiritual herbs from weeds. Will you accept our offer? Very well. I'll trade with the Eunhae Merchant Group. Thank you. Then shall we return and draw up the contract? You're thorough to the very end. A contract is the foundation of any good deal, is it not? We were worried something might have happened since you were taking so long. Why all the fuss? I'm fine. Thankfully, nothing happened. Even if it was at your request, letting you go alone without an escort was terribly worrying. Seriously, I'm alright. If I thought there was any danger, I wouldn't have requested a private audience in the first place. Everyone's fussing way too much. Young Master Allen is stronger than you all think. Even among those present, his skills are top tier. Pardon? Everyone, listen up. Starting today, we will treat Ellen Seoho of the Eunhae Merchant Group with respect as an honored guest. Therefore, show him and his companions the utmost hospitality. I don't want to be the shameless guy who charges a toll to someone who saved me, so just 60. No, I couldn't just walk away after what I've received. Elnham, if you're uncomfortable accepting it, then don't consider it a toll fee, but a down payment for the deal we've signed today. Ha, you really must win everything, huh? Very well, I'll gladly accept it. Then, since we're in a hurry, let's be on our way. The youngest son of the Eunhae Merchant Group. Despite looking so young, he's bold and clever to this degree. She reminds me of an old friend. Snap out of it. Are you planning to die a pointless death here? Don't even think of opening, just go into hiding. From now on, you must conceal your martial arts from them, which means you need to switch to different weapons as well. I survive. No matter what happens, you must survive. Young Master. Ayah 3. Still, I can't help but wonder just how far that young man, who reminds me so much of you, will go. Read for the fastest releases. Where am I? There's someone there. Mother, father, and a child? Hey, are you okay? This time, please save me. Are you all right? Did you have a nightmare? Oh, I'm okay. I just had a rough dream, I guess. A nightmare I have no. I have to find that child quickly. If not, you've been pushing yourself too hard lately to look for that artisan, haven't you? Haha, maybe. But if we resolve this properly, there's a lot to gain. Now then, let's get going again today, to find the doll artisan. Today marks the third day since I arrived here in Golden Immortal Village. Thanks to Master and Captain Young Chun, I'm free to move about, which is great, but I still haven't found the artisan. This place, too. Even there. Every place is filled with paulownia trees. What is he now? Do it? I guess I'll have to keep looking around some more. Young Master, it seems we've picked up a tail again. Yeah, looks like it. I get it, but it's still a nuisance. I already have my hands full just trying to find clues about the doll artisan. €5 Palgap. Isn't this marketplace full of interesting sights? Yes, even though we've been seeing them for days now, there's so much food and so many unique goods, right? Then let's go check that area out today. 2 sounds good. I'll wait up there. There's no need to run so suddenly. Let's go together. It looks like we finally lost them. We were being followed? Why do you think we suddenly took off? So you knew too? Obviously. You bastard. Without that, my family will starve to death. Let me borrow one. The Supreme Yin Ice Sea Divine Arts is the technique that accumulates yin energy most efficiently. Once you're skilled with it, you can even imbue objects with yin energy like this. Still only this much, huh? But even this should be enough for my appeal. Ugh, persistent bastard, huh? 7 o'clock. Who left this on the ground? Return the money pouch. I think this thief is a personal. Here you are. You must thank him very much. Here, take this. Thank you so much. We'll take this man to the constables, so you can go on your way. If it's all right with you, would you like to come to our house for some tea? I'd feel terrible to just let my benefactor go after you helped me. It's fine, it's not a big deal. You don't need to call me your benefactor. Okay, all right, let's go have some tea. This way. It's humble, but rather than that, it feels cozy and lovely. Father. Hey, you little rascals. Did you have fun? Oh, these are my children. Come on, kids, say hello. Hello? Huh? Wait a second. This house has paulownia trees. Tilde 82 Dulax. That child, could he really be the doll artisan I've been searching for? Maybe we should just directly ask if he knows how to make dolls. As expected, nothing beats a straightforward approach. Uri? You must have waited a long time. I'm sorry, I don't have anything better to offer such an esteemed guest. Please, don't apologize. This tea has a rich, gentle aroma. It's quite delightful. Thank you for the tea. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't properly introduced myself yet. I live here in the Golden Immortal Village, and I make pottery. My name is Gong Dui. Thank you again for helping earlier. Like I said, I only did what anyone should do. If you keep acting like that, I'll start to feel embarrassed. By the way, may I ask what your children's names are? My kids? The eldest, my son, is Gong Mil, and my daughter is Gong Ray. I see, then I should introduce myself properly too. I'm Alan Sioho of Songyang County in Hubei Province. Thank you for treating me so kindly. You seem like someone of importance, yet you take interest in people like us who don't have much. It's truly humbling. Not at all, compared to me, who's just a common merchant. You are far more admirable, raising 2 children as a father. I haven't experienced it myself, but I've heard that raising children is just as difficult as governing a nation. Indeed, it's no easy task. I often feel sorry for my children, knowing I lack the ability to give them more. I know it might be presumptuous, but seeing how bright and cheerful your children are, I'd say you've done plenty. 47. Excuse me, did you guys make that? That one? My brother made it. He's made lots of other toys too. Echo. It was once popular among wealthy children, and this child made one. If that's the case, wow, that's really impressive. Any chance, have you made other things yourself too? Well, of course he has. Look at this. Just as I thought. Why isn't this one moving? It must be the lifespan of the materials inside the doll. Originally, when you turn this gear, the elastic force from the fish bladder inside allows the doll to move on its own. But this one's made of discarded materials from the market, so it must have broken down quickly. Mill, if you had proper materials, could you make this doll again? That boy's good at making those little things. He is talented, but since those skills don't bring in money, he just entertains the neighborhood kids and his younger sister. It doesn't bring in money. Master Gong, your son's talent is a gift from the heavens, and his skill can bring great wealth too. Wealth, you say? The items Mill makes are rare and unique. If refined in appearance and sold in the market, it could fetch a high price. I'm sorry, but the ones who make money are merchants, not the artisans who create the items. Artisans like me, with no power, are merely used. As the saying goes, the bear does the tricks, and the peddler takes the money. Ella. Master Gone. How much of a share do you receive from selling your ceramics? I'm not sure, but it's probably less than 10%. If you allow me to form a contract with Mill, I'll give you 40% of the earnings on the condition that you join our Eunhae Merchant Group's workshop. K0%? Why are you offering my child so much? And your merchant group? No, never mind. Anyway, I think I need time to consider this. It's an important matter, so you should think it over carefully. Thank you for the warm tea. I plan to return the day after tomorrow or the day after that. Until then, I'll be staying at a place called Yin. When you make up your mind, please come find me. Alright? Then, we'll be heading off for now. That kid is definitely the doll artisan you were looking for, right? So why do you look so gloomy? Nayu. Dab Merchant Group. So, I heard you failed to retrieve Master Gon's monthly tribute. I apologize. Just like how even falling backward can break your nose if you're unlucky. The guy with the job ended up getting caught by the merchant group's third young master's guards. However, I've already taken other measures, so there should be no problems. Have you figured out why that brat came all the way here? We've been tracking him for days, but he's just been wandering around the village and marketplace. Perhaps he's just trying to gain experience in fieldwork. But I heard he stopped by Master Gong's house earlier today. Master Gong apparently insisted on treating him to tea, saying he couldn't let his benefactor leave empty-handed. It seems like a coincidence, so there's nothing to worry about. Soon, we'll have him sign the slave contract. Tusk, that arrogant bastard. He's trying to switch over to another merchant group and betray us after we've allowed him to earn a living all this time. This is why lowly folks can't be trusted. If Master Gong continues to resist, bring him here. I will teach him a painful lesson so that he learns his place. 82 years. Why are you sighing so heavily? I can't stop thinking about that man I met earlier today. You mean the gentleman whom you said protected your pouch? Yeah, he recognized Mill's talent and even offered him a contract. He said he'd give him as much as 40% of the profits. But the more I think about someone so readily offering such a large sum, the more I suspect his intentions. I've been tricked too many times in life. I feel pathetic for doubting someone who even helped me. Huh? You're not seriously believing what that con artist said, are you? Still, it was the Hazel Oak Merchant Group that helped us put food on the table until now, right? What are you saying? Have you forgotten how they've treated me all this time? You agreed that we'd look for new work once the contract with them ended. We did say that, but now it's different. Rebirths. This is a gold ingot, isn't it? Where did you get this, dear? Actually, I ran into Hwang Garyon from the Hazel Oak Merchant Group in the marketplace earlier. He handed this to me and said, "You can pay it back once your children are all grown up. We'll be fine for a while just by selling this." Isn't that a relief? Meanwhile, that other gentleman seems very suspicious. I mean, he suddenly appeared out of nowhere and offered 40% of the profit to us commoners. If that's not a scam, what is? We can't entrust Mill to someone like that, But still. Master Gong, are you there? Who's here at this hour? Looks like you're still awake. What brings you here, and why have you brought guards with you? Master Gong, I never thought you were this kind of person. No matter how tempting money might be, how could you lay hands on the merchant group's property? But what are you talking about? No way. Tusk, I didn't take you for the kind that would go. It's like this. Seeing as how you're still awake, let's talk. You must have been planning to flee under the cover of night, running away in the middle of the night? What do you mean? That cold iron belongs to the Hazel Oak Merchant Group. Do you still plan to deny it with such clear evidence? Mother. I'm sorry, I must be too ignorant to understand this properly. However, sir, didn't you give this to me earlier today and tell me to use it for our household? What? Do you have a promissory note? Contract stating you officially borrowed funds from the Hazel Oak Merchant Group? A promissory note? This is my first time hearing of such a thing. What even is that? Enough, this is a waste of time. Drag these thieves out immediately. Yes, step. Millies, what is the meaning of this? Mother, father? It's just a matter of signing a simple contract. There's no need to chase after us. You kids stay here and behave. We'll be back soon. In the end, like parent, like child, you're all just ignorant fools, no different from beasts. If you're beasts, then act like it. What are you doing all of a sudden? Hey, kid! Doesn't this muck kill the old take the old for? In this world, nothing goes your way unless you shed blood. So if you're a man, come at me if you're ready to die. Libi Zayonk, are you just going to let him go? You never said anything about hurting children. If you want me to do this dirty work, you need to pay me extra. Why do you spend time in this countryside dump? Because it pays, that's why. But lately, even that's been pretty disappointing. Isn't there anyone strong enough around here to entertain me? At this hour, alone, without his parents. Where is he now? Alone. What in the world happened? You're injured. What happened? Well, a Saraskins.com 48. What? Ray, I see that you're okay. She's a very strong child. High Captain JLN6 Chun personally called the physician, and Ray received treatment first. Thankfully, they're just minor abrasions. She's fine. Mill just got back, and he's also fine. By the way, Mill says he has something to tell you, young Master Syoho. You said I could make a lot of money with my talent, right? If that's true, then please save my parents. No matter how much it costs, I'll work hard and I'll pay it all back. I'm sorry, but that's not possible. Zero Perun. Read for the latest releases. KD Mill, I'm sorry, but that's not possible. You should be paid for your work. As if I'd exploit you for free labor. What do you take me for? Some worthless leech? I'm going to make a proper contract for you and share the promised profit. To do that, I need your parents' consent, so of course, you'll need to bring them here. Stay here and take care of Ray. I'll be back soon with your parents. Captain, thank you for looking after the children. Not at all. Knowing their situation, I can't just turn a blind eye. It's only right as a member of the Eunhae merchant group. However, I can't spare a lot of people to escort you. Today is the day of our meeting with the Eunhae merchant group, which was the original purpose of this mission. Silver Wind Squad Captain Yoon Chum. That's fine, we're not going to fight. We're just meeting to talk with another merchant group. Just a conversation. Alright, I'll assign 3 Silver Wind Squad members to accompany you, just in case. Please be careful out there. Thank you for the consideration, young master. Alright, I'll take my leave then. Be cautious of a martial master from the Hazel Oak Merchant Group. People say he's known as Byung, the frequency whispering technique. In the Murim, you must never let your guard down. Once you return, we'll continue with your training tonight, so pace yourself. Yes, sir. Now then. Let's go. Time to work. Hey, Master Gon, do you not understand what kind of situation you're in? Your wife stole from the Hazel Oak Merchant Group, and what she stole was a gold ingot worth 100 coins. According to our rules, you owe me 5 times that value in compensation, but you don't have that kind of money, do you? Wait, we've told you countless times that we don't steal anything. Enough. Stop being so stubborn. Just sign this slave contract, then we can pretend this never happened. Sir, aren't you afraid of divine punishment? How can someone wearing a human face act more despicably than a beast? Right now, his word is law to you. A slave to be shouldn't dare talk back to his master while he is speaking kindly. You better listen, understand? Dearly, 5M. Who of H. Wang Garyum, what did we say? No violence. Let's try to resolve this like civilized people, Master Gong. Now suppose I reported this to the authorities. Your wife, your kids, all of you would be sold off to some unknown, harsh place. Wouldn't it be better to work under me instead? As so all of this is because I said I'd be leaving for another merchant group at the end of the month? I honestly don't even know what you're talking about anymore. If you're going to be difficult, then that's it. Let's just hand you over to the authorities. Once you're sold into slavery, you'll learn your lesson through suffering. Many can't endure the harsh life and end up taking their own lives. Judging by your stubbornness, your kids might hold out better than most. I'm sorry, sir. Gosh, is it because I'm getting old? My hearing isn't what it used to be. Old age, my foot. You're going to die. Can't you even apologize properly? I'll fucking kill you. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I acted without knowing my place. I'll sign that slave contract, or whatever it is. I'll just please spare the children. Please forgive them. I beg of you. Dusk, let him go. Yes, sir. Wouldn't it have been so much easier if you had just done that from the start? T6. Some people only understand when they're beaten. Exactly, 0. Some people only start listening after they've been smacked around people like you. Honestly, I really just wanted to talk today. But now we've broken the door down and everything, so we might as well do some beating while we're at it. So, who wants to get beat up first? You're H. Wang Garyun? Who the hell is that guy? He's the youngest son of the Eunhae merchant group, sir. Ah, so you're him, the Eunhae brat who's been snooping around Golden Immortal Village these last few days. You were being followed all this time. You do know that very well, right? And I know all about you. not that I needed to follow you to learn it. You insolent little brat, watch your mouth. What could you possibly know? You're trash who tricks innocent people into signing slave contracts. A beast driven by greed, who has abandoned his humanity, is also a petty coward who gets scared the moment he hears the Eunhae merchant group is coming and sends people to follow them. It's because of people like you that merchants get branded as swindlers. You even look like a scammer. Lucky for us, since potential business partners will probably back off just from your face. That con-looking beard of yours really helps. What else? Oh, right. You little. What if a man with a scruff egotee like him tries to confess his feelings? He'll be hit with a bamboo strike immediately. Captive that bastard 8 away. Tava. I am 21. It's been a while since I've stretched. W. Whoa, 240. Hi, all done. Didn't you say you came here to talk? Yes. Now that the trash has been taken out, shall we talk? What are you doing? Stop him! You know I'm not trained in martial arts. Ugh, where the hell is Byung? This is exactly why I hired him. Looking for me? Tilde 82k at 1 li. Yeah, you bastard. Where the hell have you been all this time? Are you not going to earn your keep? My keep? Looking at the situation, it doesn't even seem like you can pay the signing fee right away. WH, what did you just say? Let's change the terms. If you give me 10 times the signing fee, I'll get you out right now. 10 times? How dare you? Well, you could try buying me with money too. Surely, Byung won't lose to that brat, right? Despite how he looks, Byung is a real martial master who has become first-rate. He is still young, so if he encounters a fortuitous opportunity, he might even reach the peak realm one day. First-rate? Peak realm? How strong is that? There are countless martial artists who spend their whole lives training only to remain second-rate. If you're first-rate, you're more than qualified to lead a small sect, and if you're at the peak, well, need I say more? Now, do you think that brat could possibly stand a chance? All right then, Byung, teach that arrogant punk the rules of the giant shoe. Buy you with money? Let's see. I don't think I need to. If all you're worth is money, then I can handle you just fine. A spoiled noble kid like you better watch your mouth, or seriously regret it. Huh. I thought you were just some flailing brat, but it turns out you've got some real skills. Built, listen, the Jong, 9. It isn't easy to survive in one. Kukai, is this fire liquor? My eyes are burning, I can't keep them open. What do I do in a situation like this? Think, I need to come up with something. Damn, I can't see anything. It's really uncomfortable. The Supreme Yin Iced Sea Divine Arts is a technique inspired by the fierce chill of the winter sea. Its mysterious depth is like that of the ocean. The more you master it, the more you'll feel discomfort when people with impure or dark energy, like those from the demonic cult or the dark faction, are nearby. Discomfort? That doesn't sound like a good thing. It's actually the contrary. It's a huge advantage. When someone harbors killing intent, they can't hide it from your energy detection. At a certain level, you could even perceive their movements or position. In my past life, I never reached that level of sensitivity. Of course, at your current level, you'll probably just feel uncomfortable. Literally, you're at the stage just before the peak realm, when you're still first-rate. Once you reach that, you'll start to read your opponent's movements and positions. So don't slack off in your training. One day, when you're on the edge of life and death, that finely honed energy detection will become a weapon greater than any blade. I can feel it now, albeit only a little, because I've been training with all my strength every single day. Get behind me. That was one simple sword strike. He's so fast, I almost missed it. How did you know I was going to go for your back? This guy's swordplay is incredibly basic for his level of internal energy. Who knows? If you're that curious, maybe you should pay up as well. Information doesn't come for free, you know? You little. What the hell are you doing? What do you think? Pregnant whore. Tusk, we're short on hands here. This side's in full panic mode, HM? Get over here and stop the injured from bleeding now. Yes, ma'am. It's time to wrap this up. This guy, he's been dodging all my attacks as if he's predicting them. Huh, what are you doing all of a sudden? Are you giving up? Quite the opposite. The reason I used a sword was because I didn't want to stain my sex martial arts doing dirty work. The Eunhae Merchant Group's young master, I acknowledge your strength. From now on, I will face you seriously. So that's why the supposed first-rate martial master had such dull swordsmanship. Now it all makes sense. Pal Bab, take over. Huh? What are you doing? I am Ellen Sioho of the Eunhae Merchant Group. Since you use fists and palms, I shall face you with the martial arts I've learned as well. Please teach me something good, senior. I like you. Alright, I will teach you a lesson. Era 4. His cocky attitude from earlier is gone without a trace. Read for the fastest releases. I call Hito. Am I going to die? You have a look in your eyes that no child should have. Why are you doing this? My client asked me to. Say client? I'll pay you more than them. How much did they pay you? Well, how much can you give me? It is not right to use martial arts against the weak. I intend to keep going down this path, so get out of my sight and don't ever appear in front of me again. Yeah, don't worry. I came here to say my goodbyes anyway. Hey, Mark. I was born on the streets, and this is all I've learned. Is it so wrong to make a living with violence? Your martial arts novel will not sell because your first story was too greedy. One day, you will learn what I mean. You didn't know how scary the world could be because you've been the one beating people until now, huh? Even some back alleyway merchants who don't know martial arts can work together to fight back, you flicker. Don't be too sad when you're in hell, alright? This is all just karma. 3. I told you not to use martial arts against the weak. Thor. You, impressive. He had been getting on my nerves lately too. Looks like you took care of him for me. Do you perhaps want to work for me? How much can you give me? I wanted to live, and she wanted to live a life of wealth and power while she was at it too. As too? A gene engulfing rounded finale. 400. It went in. Your martial arts novel and no soul, your fists only act upon grief you have because. One day, you will learn what I mean. Thanks for the lesson. My family is greatly indebted to you and the Eunhae Merchant Group. I don't know how I can repay such a favor. Don't say that. I did it for my own sake too. What do you mean? The Hazeldak Merchant Group leader initially denied his wrongdoings. But once he showed the officer the gold sicey the Hazel Oak Merchant Group leader had, he was silenced. It's a fake, as you can see. How do you see? He was beheaded for using counterfeit currency in my past life. I knew that the gold sicey he used for blackmailing could not be real. Hatilda Merchant Group leader, that's too much. Shut up, you bastard. Counterfeit? The incident was resolved. Sicey? No. Bakewing disappeared amidst the chats. Asir, I'm just an ordinary merchant too. I helped Olt because helping you helps me, although I'm not one to just stand by when injustice. I'm not sure what I can do for you, but I'll do anything that I can. I like your attitude. Give me your son now. Allow me to offer you contract 22. I feel like he is something else. The aforementioned was saying. Ta-da! Dong Mill. You haven't forgotten our premise, have you? Song Janju went to the Eunhae merchant group. That's interesting. Ria at Asura scans for the fastest releases. The thing is, while watching your incredibly elegant sword dance, I just got the uncontrollable urge to imitate it myself. Young master, didn't you also say that you had mastered the supreme Yin IC divine arts by yourself? The 12th form's no dragon fist strike technique contains many transformations, and its forms are highly complex. Even witnessing it once is not nearly enough to replicate it in any capacity. And yet, just now, you reproduced it almost perfectly upon seeing only a portion of it. There were so many strange and inexplicable things about you until now, but I finally understand what the secret was. Young master, you are... Damn it, did I make it too obvious this time? Master, actually, the truth is, you are a genius without a hint. You were born with a monstrous gift in martial arts. I must have had good fortune in my disciples after all, ha ha ha. Now then, there's no time to be dallying around like this. Pick up your sword. Those blessed with talent must undergo training befitting said talent. From today onward, we'll train you with 4 methods on an entirely different level. A harsh and rigorous method. To-do list. 4 plans for seeking tasks. Lady Han, 1, 2, 3, 4. Duke, 5. Duty, 6. Recruit shop, woodworking, business workshop, craft, operate documents, financial review, training, martial arts, night. Alright then, shall we begin? Welcome. Are you looking for something in particular? Pleased to meet you. I am Ellen Sioho of the Eunhae Merchant Group. Oh my, what rare guests we have. What brings you here today? You are one with such extraordinary ability that people will one day call you perfect. In my past life, my connection with her, it began on a rainy day when I sought shelter inside an old fabric store. In that old and shabby shop, there was a silk garment woven far too neatly for such a place. The moment I saw it, I knew I had to take her under my wing. The reason I came was to form a contract with you. A contract? Yes, an exclusive contract with me, I mean, with the Eunhae Merchant Group. I'm not going to let you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Duty 6. Paying recruit lady shop, woodworking business workshop, craft operate documents, financial review, Dutch training, arts martial night. What? Young master Sioho is here? Woodworking shop. Oh my, young master, what brings you here? I'm sorry to bother you when you're busy, but there's something I'd like to ask of you all. It is only for the pride and the very best of our Eunhae Merchant Group. Like and leave this request to 1, 2, 3, 4. Duty, recruit, lead, shop, woodworking, business, workshop, craft, operate, documents, financial, review, training, arts, martial, night. A few days later, the artisan's personal workshop. Down as. You shouldn't work so late. The sun has already set. If you overwork yourself, you won't grow any taller. I don't mind if I don't grow any taller, as long as I can repay you even just a little. You gave our family a place to live, and even gave me the chance to work like this. I can't express how grateful I am. As one who has made a contract with me, such luxuries are rightfully due to you, even so. So, is your work progressing well? Yes, would you like to take a look? I'm almost done with it. Oh, it's wearing the outfit Lady Han made. Yes, and I think the face was made really beautiful too. I can't wait to show it to my sister. But this isn't something I can just hand over to play with. She might get a little disappointed. What do you mean? Of course she should also get one. Really? Of course! What you're making now is just a prototype. Once it's complete, it will soon become the Eunhae Merchant Group's flagship product. Ooh, Tilda! This is truly amazing! At this level, the name Self-Dancing Doll truly fits perfectly. It's just so incredibly beautiful. Isn't that right, dear? Woman? Hey, that's a little rude to say. I'll never forget your kindness. I thank you so much, Merchant Group Leader. Once this beautiful creation is showcased at the upcoming banquet, I think it would be lovely if Lady Orchid could attend as well. I'm truly sorry about this, but I don't think that will be possible. Our eldest son will soon be appointed as the merchant group's successor, so my wife has been very busy preparing for the ceremony. Ah, what a joyous occasion! Oh, hi, Woojin, hang in there. Yon Master Eunhae. Is anyone there? A physician, call a physician. Someone, please. Jian Woojin, a loyal bodyguard who had been by Jiancho's side since childhood, after the tragedy that struck on the day of the merchant group's successor's inauguration. If only I had sent those guests away like Woojin advised that day, he wouldn't have had to die such a meaningless death. He looked so genuinely happy when he saw the special duty I had been assigned that day. My brother had to live the rest of his life drowning in regret and self-blame. MDH? Poor. What? Two. It. Young master, why are we buying your elder brother's gift in a place like this? A place like this? What's wrong with it? Well, this area is just full of entertainment bars and gambling dens. Exactly, it's nothing but pawn shops loaning gamblers money for valuables. Don't be so biased. I heard there's a pretty decent general store here. General store found it. It doesn't look like you're here for a request. I guess you're browsing to see if there's anything worth buying. How did you know that right away? Your eyes are different. People who come here to quickly get some cash have a desperate gaze. He has sharp eyes indeed, according to something overheard in my past life during a chat with an inspector. This old man's true identity is the legendary detective that uses a ghost mask, a once feared constable who hunted down dangerous criminals, the Ghost Mask Constable. Now retired, he runs this general store while chasing a clue tied to the last murderer he failed to catch during his active years. To be honest, I was just passing by and came in out of curiosity. Take your time, browse all you like. A general store that deals only in special goods. All I see is a bunch of old junk. Why does he have so much random stuff? Bracelets, earrings, fans, what's this under it? An inkstone? How much is this? That's 5 silver nyan. What? Why is that so expensive? It's just over there. Here you go. Hulal 46. That's not 5 nyan. Just take it. To be honest, I should be giving more, but it's all I have on me at the moment. This young man. Could he have recognized that it was an artifact? Oh, also, there's a big banquet coming up hosted by the Eunhae merchant group. My eldest brother is officially becoming the successor of the group. That's certainly a joyous occasion. I thought it'd be nice if you joined the celebration and had a good time. Haha, thank you. I'll be sure to attend. If he attends the formal succession ceremony, it may prove helpful in preventing the upcoming flood. But are you really giving that bracelet as a gift? It looks like something you could find anywhere. Brother. COO, you must be busy preparing for everything, right? I'm fine. The banquet preparations are nearly finished now. You must be busy yourself. What brings you here this morning? I have a gift for you. A gift? Yes, I went to a general store this morning and found something fairly useful. Here, please accept it. It's a gift from my heart. This is a bracelet? Yes, a rather special one. In fact, if you infuse your internal energy and swing it, it fires off thin, silver paralyzing needles like arrows. Paralyzing needles? Wait, is this a hidden weapon? Just wear it as a self-defense charm. After all, you never know what might happen in life. Thank you. However, you don't need to worry too much. Warrior Woojin is always by my side. Indeed, I will protect the young master with my life. And no, please don't get such scary things. Your life is precious too, Warrior Woojin. Brother, I have a request. Just for today, I hope you'll listen to Woojin's advice. That's southern. Feeling today, please just promise me you will, okay? Well, I promise. Great, then I'll see you later at the banquet. Warrior Woojin, did COO talk to you about anything? No, nothing at all. Dear honored guests attending the formal succession ceremony, I, Yoon-gil Seng of the Eunhae merchant group, greet you all. Today, I officially declare my eldest son, Eunhae, as the next merchant group leader. 4K 346343. Ugh, there must be an assassin hidden around here somewhere. Damn it, there are too many people. I can't warn them about the assassin without causing a panic. What should I do, young master? Someone? And no, not really. You've been scanning all of the female guests for a while now. Well, I suppose you're at the age to start taking interest in that sort of thing. What? Just get the Noroi. I'll arrange matchmakers to line up outside our gates. That's not it. There's no time for that. Let's go greet the guests together. What? Oh, that sounds fine. No, I'd rather stay here. Come on, don't be like that, Tilba. Looks like Seoho is enjoying himself. Young master, there's a guest requesting your presence in the reception room again. Master, quickly, Tilda. I really don't want to go, TT Young. I want to stay here. How many guests is this now? This is the 12th one. That's quite a few. Please hang in there a bit more. I will. They all came to celebrate with me, so I should show them appropriate courtesy. They're waiting inside. Let's go in. Young master, wait. What's it? I can barely sense the presence of the guests inside. They may simply not know martial arts, but if not, I'm a bit concerned. Perhaps it would be best to politely send them away. They've been waiting to see me. It would be rude to turn them away, I understand, but your safety is my highest priority. It's fine. This is our merchant group's banquet, and you're here. What could possibly go wrong? I fell from a pretty tall cliff, but I'm still alive. I should have died from that height. Do you know something? You were the one who saved me. Coco, you don't know anything, do you? Did it suddenly get so excited? Anyway, this little guy. Ridiculously cute. 02/33. It's way smaller and rounder than other pigs, almost like a fluffy ball of pink yarn. Eerie. Maybe you're digging through it because it's fascinating. That's silver nyang. It's not food. Sorry, I don't have anything edible for you. Hey, that's not for eating. Spit it out now. Duh. Well, whatever. There are people who have swallowed tens of thousands of silver nyang and still turned out fine. What's one little silver nyang gonna do? Anyway, where's the road? I came to rescue Jinho, but ended up trapped myself. Everyone probably thinks I'm dead. I'll have to get back quickly. You want me to follow you? Oink tilde. Echo? Where is it taking me? I know this sword. The name carved on the sword. This is the Silver Fog's sword, isn't it? The Silver Fog's sword. In my past life, the master of this sword was the leader of the Miriam Alliance. That leader had supposedly received it from the Emperor himself. If I take it now, does it undo that history? Wait 4 minutes. I don't want to fight. It's my sword. I'm telling you, I don't want the Goroi. Oh. This lunatic has clearly lost his mind, yet every single attack is deadly, even compared to Bion, who's near the peak of the elite. This guy is on another level, which means this madman's martial prowess is at least at the peak realm. I haven't crossed that wall yet, I can't handle him. But even so, I'm not going to quit just like that. Okay? I didn't come back to the past just to die in a place like this. Haven't protected a single thing yet. I have to return to Jinho, to my family. Oink, plank. It wants me to look that way. This is 15. Read for the fastest releases. 7 days. 76. Why was this in my hand? This sword, I don't know the reason, but it felt as if it was originally mine. It fits perfectly in my grip, and for some reason, energy is overflowing from my energy core. Freezing point! It's a technique where you concentrate all your inner energy into a single point and unleash it. However, to use this technique properly, you must be capable of handling sword energy at the level of a peak-level martial master. However, you are not there yet. For now, I recommend you focus on practicing the form without using inner energy. Right now, I feel like I can pull it off properly. That's my girl. The true snow sword is in its 8th form. I'm sorry. It was a miracle that the silver fog sword ended up in my hands right at that moment. Hey, is that why you brought me into this cave? I've gained so much. Come to think of it, that lunatic had a letter on him, atonement for his mistakes. To you, Deoction of Blizzard Wind Palace, as instructed before, bring that sword to me, then I shall recognize you as my son. So the lunatic I killed, his name was Yu Deoction. He had come under his father's orders to retrieve the silver sword, and he came from the Blizzard Wind Palace. Under the Northern Powerhouse, the Northern Sea Ice Palace, there was a branch of the Northern Sea Ice Palace, the guardian clan of the palace, that is the Blizzard Wind Palace. It is a martial clan with a mysterious legend that their sword could summon the icy northern wind, but about 10 years ago, they were suddenly wiped out. May you rest in peace. Oink, oink. Oh, there's a scabbard too. The fog over the inescapable fog mountain is clearing. It's probably about time I return to the others. By the way, do you know the area around here? You say it's basically your front yard? Oink, oink. Wow, you can even point directions with your tail. You really are smart. HLHC. Oink tilde. You still haven't found Seoho yet? No, not yet. Young Master Jinho, you hardly have any strength. Please leave this place to us and return to the merchant group to rest. But Seoho ended up like that because of me. I can't just leave. It wasn't your fault, young Master Jinho. Why did you do that? Your face, your voice, I feel like you're right here with me. Where are you, Seoho? Thank goodness. Everyone's been waiting here for the fog to clear, so let's hurry back home. We must be exhausted, having hallucinations again. Huh? I'm not hallucinating. I'm back, Jinho. Everyone must be really tired from waiting so long, right? Sorry for worrying you. What the hell were you thinking, coming here so recklessly? Try that one more time. Next time I'll chase you into the afterlife and beat the living crap out of you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to worry you. I'm just glad you're safe. I'm so relieved. Let's go home. Read for the fastest releases. 82 hours. You've returned after going through so much. I'm sorry for having worried you, Master. Not at all. I'm just relieved you came back safely. More importantly, it's likely because of what you endured that you've been able to reach the peak level. Ah, so you already knew. The energy you now carry is entirely different. It's impossible not to notice. But what surprises me most is that you received the help of that enchanted beast. Enchanted beast? Are you referring to this guy? Yes, that's right. It's an enchanted beast known as a Winter Guardian Beast. The fact that he was chosen by the Winter Guardian Beast likely means he's destined to be tied to our clan, more deeply than I had anticipated at that. Though, it seems it's time I told you all about my clan. The Winter Guardian Beast once protected Blizzard Wind Palace. I know this because, before it was destroyed, I was a part of the Blizzard Wind Palace. This creature instinctively follows those who wield the icy energy unique to the palace's martial arts. That must be why it approached you. What? The Blizzard Wind Palace? Yes, in fact, the martial art you've been learning. Is the Blizzard Wind Palace's martial art? I apologize for not telling you sooner due to the clan's circumstances. Judging by your reaction, it seems you already know of Blizzard Wind Palace. Yes, I do. What was Master's connection to the late warrior, Yu Deokjin? Only someone whose clan has been annihilated can carry that look. I experienced that. I don't know the exact reason the Blizzard Wind Palace was destroyed when I returned from a mission under the Palace Master's orders. Everything has already been revealed to us. Since then, I became a wandering escort investigating those responsible for the attack on the main clan. Before I knew it, 20 years had passed with me wandering the Central Plains. The reason I'm telling you this is because I believe you'll keep my secret. Not only will I keep your secret, but I'll also help you however I can as needed. Thank you, truly. By the way, did you feed that creature a silver coin? Yes, it was rummaging through my bag, so I showed it a silver coin and it swallowed it right up. But how did you know that? Because it's sticking to you so closely. Once this guy accepts money from someone, it'll serve that person as its master until one of the two dies. Maintaining it is easy. Just 1 silver coin a month will suffice. It's pricey, but it's worth it. This little guy has an uncanny nose for money wherever you go. I see, I'll take good care of it. But this isn't the only thing I brought back from that cliffside. Could this be the silver sword? Yes, and please also take a look at this letter. You said the sword leapt into your hand on its own, correct? Yes, that sword bonds with a master it recognizes. Once chosen, it will leap from its sheath into the master's hand at will. Are you saying it acknowledged me? Exactly. You are now the rightful master of the divine sword. Its true name is the Silver Fog Divine Sword. It shifts its form to suit its master's fighting style. Perhaps from the moment you stepped into that cave, it had already transformed itself in anticipation of meeting you. That's how mystical this sword is. Now then, since you've obtained a legendary sword, you can't afford to neglect your sword training. As a master, I leave for Sichuan tomorrow. To think within a single day, he's gained both the Winter Guardian Beast and the Silver Fog Sword. It reminds me of our clan's long-standing prophecy. I can become the next master of the Blizzard Wind Palace. Today was brutal again. Master really pushes me to the brink every single time. He stops right before I pass out. Oh, right. I still haven't given you a name. Let's see, what would slit your throat? You're round and jingly, like a bell, and you eat money. So from now on, your name is Jumyeon. Haha, you like it too, huh? Let's take good care of each other. A few days later. Just a bit farther, and we'll be in Sicilian. Young master, are you very hot? Ha, ha, yes. I didn't notice before because of the fog, but it's really hot and humid now. HFF. Weather has used heat. It's super effective. Then let's rest a bit before continuing. Without timely breaks, traveling through Sichuan could become overwhelming. It's hot today, so I've brought dumplings and tea. Please have some. Perfect. Thank you again for accompanying me. It's truly an honor to travel with you. I'll do my utmost to fulfill my duties. The dumplings are piping hot from the heat. Ouch. It's steaming. I hope you didn't heat the tea too, did you? That's Sichuan for you. Spicy and hot cuisine evolved here as a way to beat the heat with heat. Especially in this weather, there's no one around. Have paralysis or sleeping powder, but this brats. I look forward to it. Stay still and move even for Gliver and the Kiyosawaki. Ugh, what a cliché. It's okay now. It's over. In matters like these, there's always someone pulling the strings behind the scenes. Let's begin the interrogation. Who are you, and what is your relationship with them? My name is Eunhae. I work for an organization named the Eunhae Merchant Group, and as for my relationship with them, I'm the one who beat them up. Does that answer your question? Tell me everything you know. In that case, thank you so much for saving my life. My clan will be sure to reward you. I am in no need of a reward. Huh, a young child was about to be dragged away by black masked thugs. How could I just stand by and watch? It's only natural to help as a fellow human being. To expect a reward for that would be strange. 2. If you want to repay me, then when you have the chance to help someone in the future, don't turn away. That'll be enough. By the way, that person over there, do you know her? She was my nanny. They killed her right in front of me. She had dressed me in these clothes, saying I should experience life as a commoner firsthand. Not long after we went out, this incident happened. A commoner. I've obtained information. She was hired to bring the child here. Apparently, they bribed the nanny to make the trip seem natural, and once the bribed nanny was no longer useful, they probably killed her on the spot. Are you all right? You must have been close to your nanny. I'm fine. He's far too composed for his age. This child clearly wasn't raised in an ordinary household. So, who's behind all this? They say it's the Fang sect. Hands behind your back. What? The Fang sect? Are you of the Sichuan Tang clan by any chance? How did you know that? The Sichuan Tang clan and the Fang sect. The Sichuan Tang clan is one of the 4 prestigious clans of Sichuan, unrivaled in the arts of poison and hidden weapons. One day, the clan leader's youngest son disappeared along with his nanny. The Tang clan searched relentlessly, spreading an inescapable net across the land, but for years, they couldn't find the child. Then one day, the Murim Alliance raided the Fang sect on charges of human trafficking, and there they found the missing youngest son. Because of this incident, the Tang clan pledged their full support to the Murim Alliance. The Fang sect was actually created by the Murim Alliance, and the kidnapping had been a staged incident to gain the Tang clan's support. So, did I just interfere with said staged incident? I can't reveal that truth outright. So, how did I know? When I saved you earlier, I caught a glimpse of a tattoo on your inner arm. That's the mark of the Tang clan, isn't it? That's how I figured it out. Ah, I see. Come on, I'll take you home. I'm so glad that you're safe, truly. What a relief. Where are the people who rescued Joan? I must meet them and thank them personally. They said they had urgent business and couldn't stay, so they left immediately. What? They didn't give their name or affiliation. They just said they were Eunhae from the Eunhae merchant group, father. Perhaps they told me their name to reassure me. You've always said this, father. In the Tang clan, we repay kindness 2-fold and grudges 10-fold. I intend to do the same. If they were an accomplice, they wouldn't have vanished like the wind. They'd have had a reason to stick around and take something from me. Go to the Sichuan branch of the Eunhae merchant group and find this Eunhae. However, be as polite and discreet as possible so as to not offend our benefactor. MMN. Young master, did you sleep well last night? Yes. Perhaps it's because I did a good deed right after arriving. I slept well. The weather's cooler today than yesterday. But why didn't we head straight to the Sichuan branch and instead stayed in town for a night? Are we going there right after breakfast? No, for now. We're keeping our arrival in Sichuan a secret. The groundwork needs to be laid first. Young master, I bought as many sweets as I could, as you ordered. This should be plenty. Thank you. All right, since we're ready, why don't we have our first meal here in Sichuan? Sounds great. Halgap, why the face? Since we're in Sichuan, shouldn't we try Sichuan cuisine? Do you handle spicy food well? I'm from Qingyang County too. When it comes to spicy food, I'm confident. Still, the spice you're used to in Hunan will be very different from a hint of sweetness, which is light and fresh like Sichuan's, but also numbing and heavy on the tongue. True learning comes from first-hand experience. Besides, since we're on the subject, I'd like to enjoy some hometown food myself. Hometown food? So you're from Sichuan, warrior Li Pill? Well, yes, that's right. But what are you looking for in the rice? You've been poking at it since earlier. Sorry. It's just a habit I've had since childhood. Anyway, I guess that means there won't be any leftovers. Extra mala spice here, please. Thank you for the food, young master. Foolish pal, do you think I didn't know about Sichuan cuisine? I didn't order it for my own sake before now. Mistake for the reader's sake. The reaction should be coming soon. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is absolutely delicious. The numbing sensation is really unique, and it's just my taste. Oh, so you're a gourmet? I think you'd appreciate this flavor. That shouldn't be possible. Does this place just make things less spicy than typical Sichuan fare? Alright, let me try a bite, too. Lol, gosh, this much fuss from a grown man? Thank you so much, madam. Thanks to you, we've solved a major headache. Dan Clan's merchant group leader. Not at all. I only delivered the plan. It was thanks to you spreading the rumor well. Ha ha ha. I hear the rumor has spread all across the Central Plains. They say the Eunhae merchant group has piles of leftover puppet dolls in stock, but we can't be satisfied just yet. We still have to take back everything the Eunhae merchant guild stole from us. 82 weeks. This is the bribe quartermaster Eunpo received from the Dan clan merchant group last night. Eunhae secretly switched it. But tell me, was it really necessary to leave one real gold bar behind? It seems like a waste. Had everything been fake, Eunpo would have stormed off to confront the Dan clan merchant group immediately. But if one of the bars is real, he'll be plagued with endless suspicions about the other party's true intentions. The seed of distrust, born from the smallest misunderstanding, can grow in unpredictable ways. Let's watch with amusement to see how far it spreads. Now then, let's give a round of applause for Eunhae, who worked hard last night. The banquet last night was splendid, it really was. The branch leader also treated us generously, so we ate well. Wait, banquet? Oh, about that. The moment you went off to work, my uncle suddenly held a welcoming banquet for me. I worked all night long. Where's my share? We are spicy, the dishes are so elegantly prepared, everything turned out. Please eat slowly. Eat slowly? What does that even mean? Damn those Dan clan merchant group bastards. How do I get back at them? Branch leader, it's Eunpo. Come in. Here's the quarterly report on silk sales. Please review it. As always, good work this quarter, Quartermaster Eunpo. Thank you. Then, I'll be taking my leave. Uncle, to continue what I was saying earlier, though our group originally planned to launch a bamboo salt business here in Sichuan, we've decided to abandon it. Why is that? There are reports that the price of salt, the main ingredient, will soon fluctuate greatly. Then we should put a halt on any additional salt purchases. You're exactly right. Uncle, Bizet, they must think they've grabbed me by the throat, those Dan clan merchant group bastards. I'll make sure they suffer for this. The next day, the Dan clan merchant group adjust the volume of salt purchased? Why? We have come to this decision after hearing Quartermaster Eunpo's information. The branch leader's nephew privately mentioned that salt prices will soon fluctuate greatly. Will the price go up or down? It seems it will rise. I investigated separately. There's an epidemic spreading in the Hedong region. It's said that bathing in salt water has a great effect against it. In that case, we should buy as much salt as possible before the price skyrockets. Exactly, sir. Looks like giving him more than usual paid off. Indeed it did. Haha. Invest half of all our available funds. Let's recoup the losses from the doll business with this. Make sure to visit the Eunhae merchant group's suppliers first and buy all the salt before they can. Understood. As you predicted, COO, they've started to move. They've fallen right into the trap we laid. I have a question. What is it, Uncle? Are you absolutely certain about what you mentioned earlier? About there soon being restrictions on salt trade, I mean. Yes, I am, but won't buying salt mean a huge profit considering the current trend? It may seem that way for now. However, there are two things we must consider. First, the reason salt prices are rising is because of the epidemic. Second, unlike other goods, salt is essential for people's daily lives. The imperial palace I knew you'd catch on fast, Uncle. I believe the authorities will soon impose a state monopoly on salt. A monopoly, you say? It does make sense. In my past life, when plague spread, the demand for salt skyrocketed. Greedy merchants hoarded it, and the price soared uncontrollably. Eventually, a scholar living in obscurity submitted a petition to the emperor. Your servant speaks as one who has received imperial grace. My aged mother has no teeth, and salt is her only side dish. Yet now salt has become so scarce that even with money I'm unable to obtain it. I cannot fulfill my filial duty, and my heart is torn apart. If His Majesty grants us mercy, we will never forget His grace. That petition gave the emperor the perfect justification to intervene in the market. And so, all merchants who had jumped into the salt frenzy suffered massive losses. Then what do you intend to do with the salt we've already purchased? Sell it off immediately? I will use that salt to burn the future. A few days later, 5 toys. Duh! Free salt! Come and take it. You're really giving it away for free? Ness, it's been so hard to get salt lately, hasn't it? The Eunhae merchant group prepared all of this to help everyone. The Eunhae merchant group prepared all of this for everyone. Whoa, no, taking help. 5 cutting, twice. Come on, line up, everyone. I have a sick daughter at home who desperately needs salt. Thank you. Money isn't a merchant group's only asset. its reputation is also a great strength. This is the perfect chance to restore the reputation damaged by those false rumors about our dolls. Also, excuse me, young man, are you from the Eunhae merchant group? Yes, I am. What is your relationship with the merchant group leader? I say. Then surely you understand how valuable salt is right now. Isn't simply giving it away a waste? To say it isn't wasteful at all would be a lie. However, I believe this is absolutely necessary, hence why I made this decision. That's hard to understand. Merchants are usually desperate to earn profit. Yet you're doing the exact opposite. What do you mean it's necessary? Merchants can only make money because there are people to buy their goods. But now, those very people are suffering because they have no salt. The poorer they are, the greater their suffering. That's why, for the people who have supported our merchant group all this time, we are sharing our profits with them now. Sharing your profits? Yes, ultimately, merchants and the people have a symbiotic relationship. By sharing our profits, we ensure the people that our relationship with them isn't broken. In the end, both our merchant group's future and the people will benefit. A wise answer to a foolish question. Thank you for indulging me. I only spoke the truth. Please take care. The aura he carries feels unusual. Do you know him? Not yet, but soon enough, I might. Your Majesty, I have completed my mission and returned. You've traveled far. Well done, but what's this? It seems there's a strange word replacing your eyes. While I was out investigating, I came across an interesting incident. Yanping Merchant Guild Master Jin Urim. Half a month later, Merchant Group Leader. Why are you in such a panic? A terrible thing has happened. They say the Salt Monopoly Act has been enacted. The Salt Monopoly Act? Yes, it's said that imperial decrees containing His Majesty's orders have been posted at every county office across the nation. I've copied down the most important points about the salt monopoly. Salt is to be sold exclusively by an imperial merchant group directly under the royal family. This applies only to wholesale. To purchase salt wholesale from this imperial merchant group for retail, merchants must obtain a special permit. All merchants currently in possession of salt must immediately deliver all of it to the imperial authorities. The price will be set at wholesale rates. Any violation will be strictly punished under imperial law. What is this? Kill me! All the salt our merchant group invested our funds to gather with such effort, and we have to sell it off at a dirt cheap price. This is no different from telling us to beg on the streets. But what about the Eunhae merchant group? How are they faring? They were also trying to purchase salt, weren't they? Well, according to your orders, we went to all of their suppliers first and bought up everything, so they likely haven't been able to purchase any additional stock since. Furthermore, I've heard that recently they even distributed what little salt they had left to commoners for free. What's so in the end? They've only done good deeds for others, haven't they? Dabbit. And it's all because of that damn game master, Yumpo. If only he hadn't egged us on to purchase the card. All this time he just ate off our scraps, never bringing back proper information, and now he caused 4 catastrophes. Tell the men to find him immediately. No, he must already know the trouble he's caused. He's probably fled by now. Bring him here at once. Q chapter, Master, it's me. You know very well why you've been dragged here. Why did you bring back such worthless information and make everyone's life miserable? When I gave you your cut, all you had to do was eat quietly and do what you were told. Tut! Quartermaster Yeonpal, do you have any idea how much financial damage your loose tongue has cost our merchant group? The merchant group leader is furious. Perhaps you've misunderstood. Can't we settle this through civil discussion? We've shared plenty of drinks before, haven't we? Drinks, you say? Honestly, did I ever once demand you buy that much salt? You bought it because you wanted to, and now you're treating me like this? And speaking of my cut, you even tried to pass off fake gold ingots on me. What kind of trickery is that? Huh? Accusing me of giving you fake gold? You've got some nerve. If you keep talking like this, I'll have no choice but to act. What are you trying to do? Tell us where you've stashed all the wealth you've skimmed until now. Oh, but don't spit it all out too quickly. I am thoroughly enjoying the process. Is it true that he gathered all that wealth in one place? Yes, he buried everything he received in his home garden. Huh? Well, at least that's one praiseworthy thing. With that, we can make up for some of our losses. Alright, let's go in. Pleased to meet you, Merchant Group Leader of the Dan Clan Merchant Group. How old are you? Well, since you've asked, I'll answer. to prevent the destruction of the Murin and protect its peace. Here I stand, Eunhae Merchant Group's Spice, its starling youngest son, Eunhae. Eunhae, why are you here? What do you mean, why? This is the house of one of our employees. And why are you here, showing up in the middle of the night with your men? What exactly are you trying to do? Anyone who sees this would get the wrong impression, no? Imagine a rival merchant group's employee's home being treated like your own bedroom. You have the wrong impression. You say we're simply here to reclaim what is ours. Reclaim? From a house with no owner? How was I supposed to know it was empty? Then why are you here, in Yompo's empty house? Well, when a usually diligent man suddenly skips work without notice, it's a given to find it suspicious. Judging from the situation, I think you know very well where Quartermaster Yompo is. Why should I tell you that, merchant group leader? Let's not waste time since we're both busy people. You spread false rumors about our self-dancing dolls to hinder our business, bribed Quartermaster Yompo, and now you've resorted to kidnapping, confinement, and assault. Such deeds are no different from the underworld faction's ways. As a fellow merchant, I feel ashamed. A young brat running his mouth so carelessly, I see. You dare say I act like an underworld member? Fine then, let me show you a sword dance worthy of the underworld faction. I've been itching for an excuse. Kai, really, my silencing through Molder? Is that what you're planning? Give it a try. But it won't be so easy. I came prepared. Are these the ones? Eunhae Merchant Group's Sichuan branch leader's eldest daughter, outer sect disciple of the Eunhae sect. Eunhae, okay. Yup, that's them, oink, oink. Haki 76, Iob 76 Aok. What are you standing around for? Seize the youngest son while you have the chance. Why yes, sir? Goodness, you think I'm an easier target, eh? This development is so stale and predictable. How will we entertain the audience like this? What is this? That pampered youngest son of the Eunhae Merchant Group is actually holding out against my escort warriors. No, it's more than just holding out. He's enjoying himself. Merchant Group leader. Let's use this chance to flee and regroup for another day. Why yes, you're right. Going somewhere? Coming in might have been easy, but leaving? Not so much. Merchant Group leader, where are you rushing off to? I have so much to say to you. If our employees can get overtime pay, why don't we take our time and talk through the night if need be? Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. $82. Chief Yu Soak, what are you doing? Have you forgotten that you promised to go on an outing with me today? If you don't come out right now, I'll tell father everything. Ugh, fine. I'm coming. Why are you making such a fuss? I wasn't even that late. My, you got quite fiery tempered, Chief. Yes, that's me. Who are you? I can't wait for this. Are you really the chief? Yes? Surprising, isn't it? Why don't you ever look like this? I barely have time to work, let alone bother dressing up. You should look like this all the time, Tilda. See, you're handsome when you put a little effort in. Your whole look changed. He's always been handsome, really. You don't have to dress up all the time. Do it too much, and it'll just bring you trouble. HNPH, Tilda. Is it funny to tease a man who's old enough but still unmarried? Keep it up and I might misunderstand, you know? I mean, I mind if I can be as you are, huh? Hey, you need to speak up in the carriage or I won't hear you. Since I couldn't hear you, why don't you say it again? Young master, we've arrived at the restaurant. What? If you had to use the restroom, you should have just said so. Don't confuse people like that. It started from the summer, right? Isn't this that super famous restaurant? When you go on an outing, you can't miss good food. That's right, but cute. Yes. Why did you specifically choose a table that only seats two? Well, because it's just you and me who came on this outing. I mean, yes, but there are others with LS, aren't there? But they can eat at the other tables. I just want to focus on the food. I really dislike noise. Chief Yu Soak sure is awkward with people. He's always been busy, so he never learned how to mingle with others. Looks like I'll have to step in a bit. Aw, come on, Tilda, usually you're like that. But today is special. We're on an outing, Tilda, ta-da. Let's all sit together at that big table. Huh? What's all this? Well, if we're eating anyway, isn't it nicer to see everyone's faces? Fine then, let's just order quickly. 1 beef noodle soup here, and dumplings. Hey, what are you doing, Chief? No, I mean, you should ask everyone else for their opinion too. Why bother with all that? I've been coming here for a while, so no matter what we order, it's all delicious. Don't you know a single word can build rapport? Alright, tilde everyone, pick whatever you'd like, order as much as you want. Today is on me, tilde. Ooh, tilde! Though, doesn't everyone look happy? Well, I suppose so. Sometimes you have to let people refresh themselves like this, then they'll work even harder. What are you trying to say? Winning the hearts of subordinates is also an important duty of someone in a higher position. Most people, once attached to a place, will give their all for it, and you, as chief, surely know that truth better than anyone. I understand. I'll try. You really eat all that? Huh? Ha ha. Want to make a bet? But young master, you're suddenly giving lectures befitting of a merchant group leader. If someone overheard, they'd think you're an old man on the inside. Teesh, that's warrior yo. Are you sure about that? Look at me, rambling again without realizing. Come on, I'm not even of age yet. How could I be an old man? Young master, we've all decided. What about you two? I'll have beef noodle soup and bamboo leaf wine. I thought you never drank, Chief. Well, I drink sometimes, only as long as it doesn't affect my work. On a day like this, I'd like a drink after so long. Oh, then I'll have a cup too. Hey tilde warrior yo, you're still on duty. Yes. Coming out here was worth it. Young master, this food is so delicious. Good. If it's not enough, order more. Oh, amazing tilde. Are you sure? 4K plus attack and $4 for $17. Of course, I am the Eunhae merchant group Suncio Ho after all tilde. Tilde drinking feels good tilde. Since I'm in a good mood, I'll recite a poem I once wrote. So you have a taste for poetry as well? Yes, I dabbled in writing as a hobby. The willow trees sway gently, and the river of spring runs chillingly cold. The flowers bloom and wither in a single night. The flute's song drifts away, vanishing beyond the mountains. After parting, even the wind cannot deliver a letter across your heart and mine, entrusted to the old man under the moon. Even as winter comes knocking countless times, it shall not easily be found again. This poem, I've heard it before. It leaves such a lingering aftertaste. It's a wonderful poem. Don't tease me. Do you all think I don't realize you're just using this as an excuse to poke fun? Oik. What do you mean, teasing? It's far too good to be mocked. You've got a smile from ear to ear. No way. Back when I was at court, I once showed my poems to his superior. This is for your own sake, and he told me to quit writing before I embarrass myself. This is utterly horrible. After that, I stopped writing altogether. I didn't want to trouble anyone with it. But then I met the merchant group leader and ended up working for the Eunhae merchant group, so that's how it was. Now that I know, I can't just let it go. Do you have more writings like this? Yes, I have plenty stored at home. Then why don't you compile them into a poetry collection? A poetry collection? Why are you surprised? You said it was once your dream. Whether it fails or succeeds, you must try at least once. But would anyone even read the likes of my poems? Come on tilde. If no one buys them, I'll buy 100 copies myself. I'll definitely buy one too. Chief tilde. Me too. I'll get a copy. Even I, with no knowledge of poetry, found it impressive. Though everyone's encouraging you, prove your former superior wrong. Alright, but Asura Scans initially published it under the Eunhae merchant group's name, not mine. If it goes well, then I'll reveal my name. That's easy enough tilde, so it's a promise then? Half a month later, the poetry collection Soak was published. He only left out his surname, but it's basically the same as using his own name. He can deny it with words, but it's obvious he's deeply attached to his own work. Nas, how's the poetry collection selling? Well, I'm just as you predicted. It's selling like wildfire. I knew it tilde, but then why do you look so troubled? There have been piles of letters asking to meet the author. Among them, there was even one from Lady Ju. 82 years. Read for the fastest releases. Thank you for coming, Manor Master's son. Nonsense, of course I had to come. I heard the news. You received an invitation from Lady Ju. Yes, she said she was moved after reading my poetry collection and invited me to the banquet. Though I published it under the name of a merchant of Eunhae, the fact that the invitation was sent directly to me, it seems she has already seen through our internal circumstances. So the poetry collection was nothing more than a pretext for sending said initiation. Exactly. That's why I'd like to ask you, my lady, after procuring the self-dancing dolls, could you tell me what happened at the banquet of the noble ladies? Yes, if it can be of help, I will tell you everything in detail. A doll that dances on its own, it's truly astonishing. At this level, even Lady Ju herself can't help but sing its praises. But truly, how could its figure be so beautiful? Wait a moment. I feel like I've seen such beauty often somewhere. Oh, come on Tilda, isn't it obvious? She looks just like Lady Song Tilda, the representative beauty of Hubei province. Flowers or dolls, beautiful things always resemble each other Tilda. That's Nato, you're right Tilda Mock Soho. Today's star of the banquet is different from the rest. She's in another dimension altogether. Ho 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 Tilda, you all pattering me too much. I'm not that beautiful. It's not just men who admire beauty. When we women see someone as lovely as Lady Song, we can't help but be charmed, right? What? My lady, you've come? Yes, I just arrived. Sorry for being late. But what are you all chatting about so cheerfully? Let me join in too Tilda. It was nothing important, my lady. Oh my Tilda, so that's a self-dancing doll? You really managed to obtain one? Yes. By luck, I was able to do so. I see, so you actually brought one back. How disappointing Tilda if you hadn't been able to. I was planning to torment you utterly. Sassy sty? Oh, that was just a joke. Lady Song Tilda, I suppose I was jealous of your beauty without realizing it and said such a thing. Did I fluster you badly Tilda? No, lady. Jealous of someone like me? Please don't say such things. Whether in Chinyang County or rather across all of Hubei and Hunan, there is no woman whose beauty could ever rival yours. Oh my, Lady Song, you speak so beautifully Tilda, if you say it like that, I might actually believe it. I mean it sincerely. Oh really? Alright then, for tonight's banquet, sit by my side. Since Lady Song won the wager, tonight's banquet will have to be hosted by me, won't it? This is going to cost me dearly tonight. I apologize, my lady. No need to apologize, it's simply the rule of the banquet. But setting that aside, now that it's just the two of us, don't you have something you want to say to me? I think you do. Well, the truth is, my lady, my husband seems to be facing difficulties regarding land tax collection. If you could meet with Lord Po Jiangsa and clear up the misunderstanding, it would be. I'll speak with him myself. Really? Thank goodness. It's so boring, she's too obedient, so it dampens the excitement. Oh, that reminds me. Now, why don't you tell me the story of how you actually managed to acquire the self-dancing dolls? That sounds much more interesting. Tell me more. So then, you told her everything you knew about me? Yes, I'm ashamed. Master Sioho, I truly am sorry. After my husband's matter was resolved, I relaxed and let my guard down without realizing. Do you have a plan? Yes, I know someone who can help. Lord H. Wang, are you inside? It is Eln Sioho of the Eunhae merchant group. Until his retirement, he maintained close ties with the imperial family. I've brought some specialties from Sichlin, fine wine, and delicacies. Well, who do we have here? Today seems to be filled with pleasant faces Tilda. Could it be that heaven is lending me a hand? Allow me to introduce myself formally. I am Jin Wupim. By decree of His Majesty, I organized the Yamping Merchant Guild to manage the salt trade. In Chapter 33, Jaiso, here is what I propose. Would you be willing to take charge of retail salt distribution in Hubei province? I had some idea that the Yamping Merchant Guild's master would be touring this area around this time. I distributed it here ahead of time because I remembered your kind heart in Sichuan. I hurried here first. Then is this the man who also carries His Majesty's imperial edict? Since you came such a long way on my account, refusing you would be impolite. Refreshingly, I like your spirit. Then let's discuss the details of the Eunhae merchant group. With that being said, I believe there is another matter you must take care of besides the salt trade, is there not? How do you know that? In that case, why don't you double it? I'll assist you in both matters. My lady, this is the new girl I've taken in. Oh my, welcome. I asked for someone pretty, and you've truly brought me a lovely one. Thank you. It is an honor to meet you, my lady. Oh my Tilda, are you nervous? Even your nervous face is adorable, just my type. I'm glad you are pleased, my lady. Where are you from? I was born and raised on the streets. I don't really know my origin. Forgive me, my lady. Oh dear, you must have suffered a lot, but you've come to the right place. From now on, we are like family. I will take care of you. Thank you so much. I'll do my very best. Really? Then, even though it's your first day, may I ask a favor? Yes, if it can make you happy, I'll do anything. What a good child. Bring me that. My lady. Lately, I've been lacking stimulation. It will hurt a little, but don't worry, you won't die. For my cake, would you cream for love or scream? 82 hours. Read for the fastest releases. Both of them have no life in their eyes. The wound must have been made recently, considering it looks fresh. My lady is waiting for you inside. Ah, yes. Thank you for guiding me. There's a deep wound on the back of your neck. Are you all right? Oh, it's fine. I tripped and fell yesterday. It doesn't look like a wound from falling. If you need treatment, you can come to my quarters. Tell them I sent you, and the treatment fee will be waived. You're far too considerate. Whether she injured herself from falling or was harmed by someone else, such things are not your concern. For lowly people like us, these things are rather common. I apologize if I overstepped, but it's not in my nature to just ignore someone who's in trouble. Regardless of status or wealth, pain feels the same to everyone, doesn't it? Pain is equal to everyone regardless of status or wealth. No. My lady wishes to speak with you in private. Please step inside. I'll wait outside the door. Please come in, young master of the Eunhae merchant group. Thank you for the invitation, madam. I wanted to meet you privately before the banquet, so I arranged this. Also, you're even more handsome than what rumors say. Ho 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 Tilda. Well, it's true that I'm a bit good-looking. Exactly, Tilda, you're just my type. Should I try seducing you, Tilda? Pardon? Ho 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 Tilda, look at you, all flustered. I'm joking, just joking, Tilda. Most people lighten the mood with small talk the first time they meet, don't they? There's no need to drag this conversation on if you don't mind, madam. May we get straight to the point? Why have you called me here? Goodness, young Master Sioho. Men aren't charming when they rush into things. I simply wish to slowly learn about the secret you have. Secret? What do you mean? Dethroning of House Master Beak of the Lotus House, who harassed courtesans. Ousting of the Hazel Oak Merchant Group leader, who forced potters into sister contracts. Rescuing the young master who went missing from an escapable fog mountain. And making the Dan Clan's merchant group, who were spreading false rumors, surrender unconditionally. All of that was your doing, wasn't it? So she's investigated me thoroughly, even into things outsiders couldn't possibly know. While I won't deny it, those aren't really things I consider secret. They're just matters I didn't see the need to publicize. I never meant to hide them. Well, you're quite the honest one. How kind. Then tell me, have you ever had this thought? When you see something so beautiful and lovely that you're overwhelmed with joy and can't help but feel an urge to tightly grasp it in your hand and crush it? She's far more unhinged than I expected. No, I never had such a thought. Oh, really? I think we could become very good friends, you and I. What do you think, young Master Sioho? Huh? Lady Ju is late again today. Well, the star of the banquet always makes a grand entrance last. I'll go check on the situation outside. Hold on. There's a situation being handled outside right now. Please remain in the hall for the time being. Has something serious happened? It's nothing. It'll be resolved shortly. Ah, understood. Mutilda! Listen carefully. Stay here disguised as Lady Ju's attendant. If something feels off in the hall, report to Guildmaster Jin immediately. If you can't move safely, send a signal through the Kelmrion. Yes, understood. I'm counting on you, Jumyeong. What's going on? That's what I'd like to know. Kidna. My lady, are you all right? Fwede. Lady Ju. Why are you going this far? Young Master Sioho, I didn't think you were this kind of man. Even if your youthful passions got the better of you, how could you harass a woman in broad daylight? My apologies, Lady Ju, but I didn't do anything. You staged this entire scene. Ha, staged? Even though my maid saw everything with their own eyes, you still plan to deny it? Tell me, what did you see? Say the truth. I am Lady Ju's words are true. I saw it all. What? Why would you lie? Why I? What reason would this girl have to lie? And just before this incident, the guards all gathered near this reception room, as if they were waiting for something. That's right, and that maid is clearly a biased witness. So what you're saying is, I, the victim, am lying. How shameless can you be? The youngest genius of the Eunhae merchant group is harassing a woman in public. You'd better admit your guilt and surrender quietly. If you do, perhaps you are off on the condition that you follow my other tour. The youngest genius of the Eunhae merchant group is harassing a woman in public. You'd better admit your guilt and surrender quietly. If you do, perhaps I'll let you off on the condition that you become my little toy. For that. You're right, I need my sword, but I left it outside. Oh my Tilda, even that flustered face of yours looks so handsome, Tilda. Just imagining how I'll torment that pretty face of yours, how I can't wait. That 27. What the hell? Where did that sword come from? You brought it right on time. Like when I first got the silver F06 sword, if Kelm Ryung is nearby, it can deliver it to my hand. What are you standing around staring blankly for? Hurry up and capture him. Why yes, ma'am. Come at me, come at me. Four. Hey, careful. It'd be troublesome if you got hurt. TCH tilde, of course I tried to avoid doing that. Regardless, all targets are neutralized. I made sure they wouldn't die. Great work, everyone, including Warrior Lee. Well, then tilde. It seems things are wrapped up here, Lady Ju. Do you have anything else prepared? This can't be. To think the youngest master of the Eunhae merchant group was hiding such skill. I didn't expect this. But not only did you harass me, you are also using force to threaten me. Young Master Seoho, you only made this situation worse. If I go to the authorities and report this, I will avail. What will you do then? Lady Ju, there's no need to bother going that far. I have arrived personally bearing the imperial decree of the Emperor. It's Lord Jin. An imperial decree, you say? We'll discuss that later. Tell me this, is it true that young Master Seoho harassed Lady Ju? Yes, that's right, my lord. That rude boy, looking like a wandering ruffian, dared to harass me without knowing his place. He even defeated my guards and tried to harm me. The maids who were here from the beginning can testify. I see. Then I shall ask you all. Is what Lady Ju says true? This matter is of grave importance, so answer honestly without even a grain of falsehood. Lady Ju is lying. Lady Ju intentionally approached Master Seoho from the start with the intent to harm him. This kind of thing has happened multiple times before. If you ask the other maids, you'll hear even more testimonies. You insolent wretch! How dare you spew nonsense here of all places? Do you want me to see her off the other half of your face too? Judging by that, I suppose I don't even need to hear more testimonies from the other maids. The truth is clear enough. In fact, we came here because we've received numerous reports of similar incidents involving you, Lady Ju. Rebirths? What do you mean? Criminal Lao Ju, he the imperial decree. For years, you have leached off the blood and sweat of the people, indulging in needless pleasures, and caused honest citizens to shed tears of blood. You have abused your husband's authority to oppress landowners. Your crimes are great. From this day forward, all such debauchery will be strictly forbidden, and for leading these vile acts, you will be punished according to your crimes. Drag her away. I'm innocent, you bastards. Let go of me. Do you even know who I am? Excuse me, young master, about what happened earlier. I truly apologize. I sincerely beg for your forgiveness. Oh, Tilda, you think an apology is enough? Because of you, I almost couldn't get married, you know? If you wish to punish me, I accept it. Punishment's not necessary, Tilda, but how about you grant me a small favor over the next few days? Oh, of course. Anything I can do. Then, visit our clinic and continue receiving treatment as I said before. We'll cover the cost of treatment. It's a simple request. Can you do that? I might sound like I'm bragging, but our clinic is really impressive. Wait, you're not crying because of the marriage? Come on Tilda, you may a lady cry. Tilda, are you joking? I think you've done well. Thanks to you, we cleared up the misunderstanding. Thank you. No, it's I who should thank you. Because of you, I obtained solid proof on site and was able to handle this matter easily. You need to head back now? Oink, blank. You may return for now. Once things are fully settled, I'll visit you regarding the salt trade. Yes, my lord. A few days later. Pardon? You're from where? The Eagle clan. Have a bout with me. Miss, these gentlemen are guests of the Grand Elder. Please show them proper respect. Grandfather's guests? Yes, that's correct. Grandfather. Wait, hold on a second. Grand Elder, wasn't it Eagle Hyunri who invited LS? Ah, that's Eagle Hyunri is the name grandfather uses when in public. He doesn't want to make people feel pressured, you know? It's like his way of showing consideration, and she just went and revealed that on her own. Yes, I was planning on telling you once we met the Grand Elder directly. I apologize for startling you. My poems? The Grand Elder liked them, but wait. If she's the Grand Elder's granddaughter, then could she be that person? The one I know? In the future, among the 10 great merchant groups, the Eunhae merchant group would become one of the most prominent. And within that group, 2 names stood out from the rest. One was the merchant group leader, the other, the merchant group leader's personal guard. You are a woman who stood among the top 100 martial masters of the world, claiming a place among them with pride. Even though she possessed remarkable beauty, it was said no one had ever seen her smile. Thus, she came to be known by the epithet the smileless Jade Maiden. What are you standing there blankly for? I said to duel me. Whatever this is completely differs from what I knew of her personality in my past life. I apologize, but I am merely a merchant. My martial arts are only to the extent of protecting myself from thieves. I'm not nearly skilled enough to spar with you. Yeah, I know I don't mean no, though I do. Please retract what you said. I cannot accept a duel. I said I am fine with it, though it's shit. I stared on steaming pile of shit. Huh? Those of the Eagle clan are known for their cool-headedness and wisdom. So why is this happening? Miss, do you not realize what your actions could bring about? No, don't know. Do I have to? The surname Eagle does not just contain rights, but also duties. You must act in a way befitting said weight. I don't like that kind of thing. If that is the case, then abandon the Eagle name. What's this? Did I see things wrong? For just a brief moment, there was sadness in her eyes. And so? If I abandon the name ye call, then I can pitch you up. I definitely saw it wrong. Yes, that's right. But before that, you should understand something. What is it? If you truly cast aside the name Eagle from that moment on, no one will indulge your childish whims. Not even I will do so, and I will face you with all I have. If you are gravely injured in the duel, no one will come to your aid. That's so mean. The one being unfair here is you, miss. You pointed a sword at me, a guest, all while carrying your clan's name on your back. Look around you. It's not just us. Even the attendants of the Eagle clan who glided here are troubled by this. I didn't think you'd hate me that much. Regardless of whether your intent was malicious or not, the outcome remains the same. You've placed everyone in an awkward position. What will you do now? Will you give up the Eagle name and kill me, or take back your words? Hello, what a sight this is! Grand Elder, my request should have been approved quite some time ago. Eagle clan Grand Elder Eagle Hyunal. So I came out to see what was going on, and here he was. Challenge him to a duel, but he refused, and then he was cruel to me. Oh dear, I see. My poor Yua must be so upset. This old man will scold him properly, so why don't you go rest for now? I am Ellen Seoho, the third son of the Eunhae merchant group leader. I pay respects to the Grand Elder. I'm Yu Koak, master of the finance pavilion of the Eunhae merchant group. I apologize for our discourtesy toward the young lady. But apologize, you say? Don't be ridiculous. Everything I heard was perfectly justified. I'm to blame for spoiling my granddaughter too much. The reason I didn't intervene in Yua's rash behavior is because that was something she eventually has to face herself. A few months from now, she'll be leaving for the Hidden Dragon journey. It's a tradition of the Eagle clan. One leaves home with only a sword, brush, and ink, wandering the Jianghu for 3 years. With no help from the clan, they are to survive on their own, gaining experience before returning. After 3 years, only those who safely return are officially recognized as members of the Eagle clan. Wait, If that's the case, the annihilation of the Eagle clan happened roughly 3 years from now, which means she was away on her hidden dragon journey when it happened. That's why she never officially received her clan name and became simply Ida, not Eagle Idana. Could her change in personality be because of that? If, by chance, Yua challenges you to a duel again, don't refuse her next time. And while it may sound extreme, breaking an arm or two is acceptable. Don't decline the duel, please. I must refuse. I couldn't possibly bear the consequences. Then let me ask you something. When do you think a swordsman is most vulnerable? That would be after their victory. I think the same. Yua won every duel she fought, and it's made her arrogant. It might be good for her to taste defeat once. To think you'd achieve that level at your age, it's quite impressive. Yua still has much to learn. They say the Grand Elder is a supreme peak martial master. Indeed, I can't sense his level at all. You're a young man after my own heart. To subdue my granddaughter not with martial strength, but with words alone, is impressive indeed. And no, I didn't mean to. I've talked your ear off, haven't I? I read your poetry collection, and I was deeply moved. Every verse was so beautiful. You are too kind, sir. My humble writing hardly deserves such praise. Nonsense. Now, we'll end the introductions here. You must be tired after your journey. Let us talk more tomorrow. Go rest for now. Thank you for your generosity, Grand Elder. Not at all. I'll see you in the morning. That's everything. I see. Was anything else out of the ordinary? Oh, Lord Hyunri invited a guest. Yes, the author of the Soak poetry collection who's been making waves lately. I see. Truly peculiar, that one. A martial clan elder who enjoys poetry. How strange. Shall we continue what we were doing as planned? What if the guests notice? It doesn't matter. If even the clan hasn't noticed, how could outsiders possibly suspect anything? And even if they do, they won't be alive to tell anyone by then. 82 users. Young master. A young lady named Yua came to see you. She said she wanted to have a sparring match at this hour. It's time to sleep. You're here. What are you doing so late at night? Let's have a match. Young lady, as I've said earlier, I don't care. Just one match. You scared? I'll oblige, but in return, promise me one thing, win or lose, you won't bother me again after this. Haha, are you already making excuses before starting? Fine, I promise. You didn't secretly bring anyone to help you, did you? No, I'm unmarried. I'm alone. She doesn't seem to notice the presence of Palgap, whom I brought along just in case. I'm tired, so let's get this done with. Palgap hasn't even trained in martial arts. Is Youngo 42? Oh, really? No warm-ups needed. Master. Okay, you can start first. Why does she keep speaking informally to me? I'm older than her. No, I'm the older one, so I'll let you have the first move. Really? You sure you won't regret it? Yeah, just come at me already. A thrust followed by a continuous strike aimed at both the upper and lower body. It's an impressive display of skill for her age. But regardless, she's around first rate at best. I'd love to teach her a lesson, but as a guest, it'd be better to go easy on her. What's wrong? Are you just going to keep blocking? Taba! You act like you're being generous by giving me the first move, but in terms of skill, I'm the better one here. Change of plan. To hell with holding back. She's getting hit for real. What's this? Oh, that last attack was close. Her movements are strange. Instead of avoiding my downward strike, she leaned into it. If I hadn't pulled my attack back just in time, she could have been seriously injured. She's clearly trained her swordsmanship to at least a first rate, but that last move was worse than a third rate. I need to find out what she's really up to. What's this? You're finally getting serious after I teased you a little about who's older. Alright, here I come. Let's stop here. What? Why are you suddenly stopping? Wouldn't it be better if you stopped? Stop what? Trying to get hurt on purpose. You've been persistently asking for this duel. But I know now it wasn't about testing your skills. You were trying to lose me. Did you think I wouldn't notice? That's not true. This zero. I know. Then why are you doing this? If you were just a naive young lady, you wouldn't have come up with such a suspicious plan. Who are you, really? If you tell me the truth now, I'll keep quiet about it. So drop the act already. Won't tell anyone. Her childish demeanor vanished completely, so this is the real face of the smileless jade maiden. Of course, I won't tell a soul, and if there's something I can do to help, I'll assist you as best I can. How did you figure it out? I'm sure my performance was flawless. Well, I suppose it's because I'm a bit of a genius myself. Ah, I see. I apologize for the trouble. I have something I need to take care of while pretending to be injured and secluded. Fortunately, my grandfather said you could even break one of my own arms in front of the clan members if needed, so I figured this wouldn't bring you any real harm. I sincerely apologize for trying to lose you, young master. It's fine. I accept your apology. But what exactly is this something you need to handle? I can't tell you the details, but just know it's a clan matter. Just as I thought. Yes, hence why it is so. Since you said you would help me however you can, I have a request during our duel regarding what I was planning on doing. Please finish what I started. Young Master Sioho, even though I said that yesterday, you weren't supposed to actually break her arm. Read for the fastest releases. Seriously? Young Master Sioho, even though I said that yesterday, you weren't supposed to actually break her arm. My apologies. I should have controlled my strength better. Controlled my strength, you say? I mean, what I'm trying to say is Don't worry about it. It's been a long time since I've laughed this much. It's not your fault. It's because Yua couldn't control herself. No need to apologize. Well then, let's end the jokes here and take our seats. Where have you been all this time? I should be. The one honored, meeting you, Grand Elder, is like rain after a long drought in my life. I stood beside Chief Yad, both summoned by the Grand Elder to his residence. The annex building where he stayed was not what I expected. It was grand with tall pavilions, a lotus pond, and a landscaped garden, as expected of someone from the great martial clan. Chief Yak seemed relaxed, and the Grand Elder got along surprisingly well with him. I had never seen him this cheerful before. Do you like the scenery here? Yes, it's truly a beautiful and elegant place. This is one of my favorite spots. Tell me, would you compose a poem about this place? My humble skills are poor, but I shall give it a try. With hard years of study under bright windows, life was but a fleeting dream. Walking the lonely path with brush and ink, they're chasing the fleeting colors of the world. They say the wise revere the old arts, yet dare not speak lightly, only offering a small, sincere heart. The moon shines bright, reflecting upon this fleeting world, and though my talent is meager, it has caught your noble eye. At your single word of invitation, crossed thousands of kilometers to stand by your side, and now shall be the evergreen pine that endures the chill of passing years with you. I've always enjoyed inviting poets to share verses with me here. Among them, your poem stands above all. Grand Alen, it seems they've found themselves kindred spirits. Your throat must be dry after reciting. Have another cup of tea. This tea is different from before. Did you notice? Are you familiar with tea? I've handled many teas in the merchant group, so I know a little. I see these days I enjoy drinking 3 kinds of tea in succession, each paired with dried jujube. Would you like to join me? Of course, this first tea is the full moon within the cup. Yes, the harmony of flowers and birds is the next best tea after the full moon within the cup. Let me know when you're done. I'll pour the green tea next. It goes well with the dried jujubes. What? Harmony of flowers and birds, full moon within the cup, green beauty and jujubes. The Grand Elder was poisoned? In the future, about 15 years from now, a shocking incident would occur. The Empress's death. It was almost buried as a natural illness, but the Emperor, who deeply loved her, refused to let it go. His obsession revealed a dreadful truth. The Empress had been poisoned. Harmony of flowers and birds, full moon within the cup, green beauty. This poison within the 3 teas does not appear if blended correctly, but when combined with the jujubes at the end, the balance breaks. The poison hidden within the JVJVBE reacts with the tea to create a 4-fold compound toxin. Even worse, it doesn't show symptoms immediately. After about a year of daily consumption, vitality wanes until death follows. That's why even physicians couldn't identify it as poison. If things go on like this, the Grand Elder will die within 4 years, completely unaware. Judging by his complexion, the poisoning has only recently begun. So, Yua must have sensed something and started pretending to be immature to protect him, but I don't think she knows about the poison itself yet. But who could be behind this? Excuse me, where's this tea brewed from? Achoo! Why do you ask? I was simply impressed by its deep aroma. I'd like to learn how such depth is achieved. Ha ha ha, ambitious, aren't you? Very well, it's no secret. I'll let you see for yourself. Father, it's y'all. Oh, I guess there's something urgent. Come in. I apologize for interrupting. It's fine. Since you're here, greet our guests. I am Yeagle Yul, patriarch of the Yeagle clan. Though unworthy, I manage this household. Patriarch of the Yeagle clan, Yeagle Hull. I'm Yu Soak, the chief of internal affairs of the Eunhae merchant group. I'm the third son of the Eunhae merchant group, Yoon Seoho. This person is Yua's father. They look exactly alike. Welcome to the Yeagle clan. I hope you have a comfortable stay. He's staring daggers. Thank you for your hospitality, and I must apologize about your arm last night. Oh, it's fine. She brought that upon herself. Who would blame him? He seems to be blaming me, though. If I weren't the Grand Elder's guest, I'd probably already be dead. So, what brings you here today? There's an urgent letter that needs a reply. Yes, the messenger insisted on delivering it immediately. Forgive my intrusion, but the matter is urgent. A letter bearing a mark shaped like clouds, a seal from the Mirim Alliance. Okay. What intense killing intent. Father, the guests are distressed. My apologies. I didn't mean to let that out. It seems we should adjourn for now. Let's continue this discussion later. Yes, of course. Oh right. You wanted to see how the tea was brewed, didn't you? What's that? The Grand Elder gave this to me. If I show it anywhere in the Yeagle clan estate, I'll be allowed entry. But that reaction to the Mirim Alliance's letter, was the Yeagle clan so openly hostile? They had served as the Alliance's advisors for generations. Could they be in conflict around this time? Still, the enemy of my enemy could be an ally. If the Yeagle clan opposes the Alliance, they might become my allies. And Chief Yu seems to have found a like-minded acquaintance here. Maybe it's best I help them too. We were right. Wow, Tilda, you can smell the tea's fragrance even from outside. That must be some very fine tea, yes? Isn't that so, young master? What is this nauseating air? 44, 322,025D, and CME tilde 22/32 FJCO NCAs, T 44,717/2121 740,501 42 P'd at a Suraskin's Lum, for the FKE 2-7 release is fixed 2025 DSC Media. Young master. Are you alright? What is this? A nauseating discomfort I've never felt before. This isn't the bitterness of tea aroma. What exactly is this? And who might you be? Judging from your attire, you seem to be outsiders. Why are you not answering? My apologies. I was feeling unwell, so my introduction was delayed. I am Eln Coo, the third son of the Eunhae merchant group. This is my personal attendant. We were invited by the Grand Elder as guests. So it was my uncle who invited you for literary discourse. I'm Yeagle Kyung, and this person here is the head of the Hyunmu Pavilion, my father and the younger brother of the Grand Elder, Hyunmu Pavilion Master Yeagle M. Vyum, Yeagle Hwang. I sincerely apologize for failing to recognize who you were. This is a place where outsiders should not wander freely. Did you receive permission to enter? Yes, the Grand Elder granted us access. Do you have proof? Yes, here's the jade token bestowed by the Grand Elder. I shall return first. Kyung, escort my elder brother's guests inside. There may be others who will misunderstand like I did. Yes, father. Please take your time and look around. Please follow me. This place is the Peace Forging Hall. All tea consumed by the Yeagle clan is handled here. Stomach feeling better now? This area is where we sort the tea we receive. You know tea leaves of the same type still have grades, yes? Of course. The Allah clan strictly separates and stores each leaf by its grade, and over there is where the highest grade tea leaves are stored, Aji. This is where the tea served to the clan is brewed. There are many who enjoy the brewing process itself. Just as you said, brewing tea is also part of the pleasure. However, our clan drinks enormous amounts of tea. Slowly waiting for every brew is often impossible. Thus, we usually prepare tea in large batches here. In that case, is there someone specifically in charge of brewing the Grand Elder's tea? Why do you ask? Oops, maybe I asked too directly. The tea I drank with the Grand Elder was incredibly delicious. It was definitely a tea I had often at home, but the taste was different. So I wondered if the person brewing it had used some special method. Well then, this is perfect timing. The master of the Peace Forging Hall is approaching. You may ask him directly. What brings you to the Peace Forging Hall? The Grand Elder's guests seemed lost, so I escorted them myself. Oh, it is you, young master. We meet again. Allow me to greet you properly. I am Hyung, master of the Peace Forging Hall. Yes, it is good to see you again. He seems to have considerable interest in our clan's teas. You mean the Peace Forging Hall's teas? That is all, Master Tilda. We need you. Something urgent came up. Oh dear, there seems to be an issue. Please excuse me. I will resolve the urgent matter and return shortly to guide you. In the meantime, feel free to look around. Then, I shall also take my leave. I hope this visit broadens your insight. Palgap, let's go. Where to? To the place where they said the tea is stored. I found them. Cover me for a bit. That? May I have a few items? What items do you require? Now then. First, brew tea using the leaves secretly taken earlier, then add the vinegar that Palgap brought, and a drop of blood to observe the reaction. Plot, just as expected, 2 years. The inside of the Peace Forging Hall is too open for poison to be added during the brewing process, so the poison must have been put into the ingredients themselves before brewing. Harmony of flowers and birds, full moon within the cup, green beauty, and jujud. None of these ingredients would show symptoms when consumed alone, which means tampering with the ingredients before they enter the hall would never be detected, and regardless of who brews it, the result would be the same, so it is impossible to identify who ingested it by observing the brewing. In other words, we confirmed how the poison entered, but the real issue is discovering who inserted the poison. That won't be easy. To proceed, I first need to inform the Grand Elder about the existence of poison. However, in the original timeline, this layered poison only becomes known years later, after the Empress is assassinated. If I speak carelessly now, it would only make myself suspicious. Not to mention that the hidden enemy in this clan is someone who has concealed their identity perfectly. Framing an outsider like me would be effortless. Is there any way to do this? If only someone else could reveal the poison's existence on my behalf. Alibi. There is someone who already knows about this poison. 2 days later, around midnight. You called for me? Nas, let's have a brief conversation. Is your arm? All right now. Hash 82 dues. Read for the fastest releases. Is your arm? All right now. Several hours ago, before the secret conversation between Eagle Yua and the Eagle Clan Patriarch. In truth, when I first heard people praising your sonnet poetry collection, I honestly didn't expect much. I assumed people were simply exaggerating, so I read it out of habit. And then I was astonished. I never imagined someone capable of composing such beautiful writings existed in this world, Grand Elder. So if you would become my friend, it would bring this old man great joy. I am truly overwhelmed by the honor. What? If I may say one thing in this good atmosphere, I believe this gathering will become a memorable occasion, so to commemorate today, how about leaving behind a portrait of the two of you? Portrait? That is a fine idea. I, too, wish to commemorate the day I met my friend. In that case, may I recommend a suitable painter? You know a good painter? There happens to be someone nearby named Hyoching. I hear he paints with great vigor. Ah, I've heard of him as well. They say he's not only skilled in painting, but also in many other areas. I'll send someone immediately to summon him. I greet the Grand Elder of the Eagle Clan. I came as soon as I was called. Welcome. What I ask of you is simple. Paint us as we are now. Understood. There is no need to remain still. Please sit comfortably and converse. I will take care of everything. I'll do so cleanly and neatly. Very dependable. I'll leave it to you then. Oh my, we've already finished the harmony of flowers and birds. In that case, shall we go to the next? The full moon within the clip? Haha, of course you've grown used to this combination, I see. It's such a superb combination. I memorized it quickly till once we finish this, the next is the green beauty, right? Harmony of flowers and birds, full moon within the jip, and even green beauty? I ho ho hoy, a learned fellow indeed. Yes, and don't forget to add a date at the end, for, oh my, of course not. Gee, Grand Elder? Huh, you don't look so good. What is it? My apologies, this is merely my own needless worry, but if my suspicion is correct, it would be a truly horrifying matter. I originally worked as a painter, but I also serve as a physician. I mainly treat those suffering from poison. I have heard rumors that your medical skills are excellent, but the fact you bring this up now. My apologies, but I suspect that the 3 teas and the date you just consumed contain layered poison. Fortunately, he noticed the poison. In my previous life, Hekchink had been called the white-haired flower physician, unmatched in detoxification. If you prepare 2 ingredients for me, I will prove it is present. He was also the one who had revealed that the Empress had been assassinated with poison. Recently, I encountered someone who was killed by the exact same method. The poison had already spread too much to treat, and they lost their life. This poison is crafted with extreme precision, intentionally to make detection nearly impossible. Even now, they say the culprit has not been found. This cannot be. I am truly sorry. Because of me, you all drank poison unrelated to the matters of our clan. Can you detoxify them first? This poison only activates after being taken continuously for over a year. The guests should be unharmed. Then, what a relief. To think he worries for us outsiders before himself. Oh heaven, what are we to do? Though we drank poison, the Grand Elder must have consumed far more than us. I will be fine. I have not taken it for a year yet. Let's end the banquet here before rumors spread. I must speak to the Patriarch. And what of the Peace Fortune Hall? I will order all entries and exits blocked until tomorrow morning. Guard it strictly. That's a wise decision. Damn it, that poison was so hard to obtain. Tomorrow, once day breaks, I must sneak into the Peace Forging Hall and replace the tea leaves. How truly foolish! To think you purposely broke your arm because of this foolish father, you truly had to go that far? But thanks to that, the presence of spies within the clan has decreased noticeably. I can now move freely at night. And father, this is not your fault, it is because of the Mirim Alliance. We request that the Mirim Alliance's orders be followed. The Mirim Alliance's interference with the Yeagle clan had long crossed the line. They had placed watchers around the sleeping quarters of direct bloodline members, including me, and even within the clan, some began aligning themselves with the Alliance's orders. On the surface, the Mirim Alliance claimed to represent the Orthodox and to straighten the order of the Central Plains, but only a handful know of the darkness behind them. The order they sought to build was only for themselves. Those who refused to follow were crushed, forced into submission, or even exterminated through third-party murders. It was clear that one day, they intended to swallow our entire clan. To do so, they would first sever the direct bloodline. If we relaxed for even a moment, the Grand Elder, myself, and even you all would all be in danger. Do not worry, father. Such a thing will never happen. For now, based on today's events, the most suspicious figure remains the Peace Forging Hall Master. I feel the same. He is the only one able to easily mix poison into the tea leaves that the Grand Elder drinks daily, and if he truly acts as the MLRIM Alliance's pawn, the Grand Elder will be greatly hurt. After all, he trusted him deeply. We might have serious matters to deal with tomorrow morning. Let us end here for today. Yes, father. Oh. You're walking this way as well. Please don't be startled. It is I, Eunhae. There is no one nearby. Go be at ease. What is it? You have already heard what happened today. Yes. Yes, I just finished discussing it with my father. It seems the Peace Forging Hall Master he is not. The circumstances that make him look guilty were deliberately arranged by someone. How can you be so certain? Working in a merchant group, one encounters far more dirty tricks than one wishes to, and over time, one learns something. What appears as plausible on the surface is usually farthest from the truth. Why do you involve yourself so deeply in our clan's affairs? Merchants are said to pursue profit in all things. What do you gain from helping me? What I gain? Peace of mind. If I can help prevent innocent people from dying before my eyes, that alone is enough. And besides, before being merchants, we are all human. The world holds many kinds of people. Living only by calculating profit is exhausting, you know. Very well. Then who do you believe is the culprit behind this incident? That is what we must uncover next. And for that, please cause some trouble tomorrow morning. The next morning, at the Peace Forging Hall, why are there so many people this early in the morning? Before the old man arrives, I must replace the tea leaves quickly. Oh dear, no mess. If you take that out, it will be a disaster. The Grand Elder gave strict orders. No way. Come on, it's fine. Just tell Grandpa that I took it. Why is she taking that? Do all us? Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. Oh. Ha, what am I supposed to do with this uncontrollable troublemaker? This is bad. The Baron Elder is on his way to inspect the Peace Bourbon Pavilion right now. What? At this very moment, when Lord Yuak has taken the tea, are we doomed? But more importantly, What in the world has been happening in the Peace Forging Pavilion since last night? Where is Pavilion Master Eagle Hyun right now? Damn it, things are becoming a complicated mess. I have to move quickly. I have no choice but to chase her down and secretly switch it back. We greet the Grand Elder with a bow. Take a look inside. Yes, sir. What? There are no abnormalities detected at all. I suppose I'll have to get involved. Grand Elder, I have something to report. What the? Yesterday, with your permission, I had the opportunity to inspect this place, but the tea caddy I saw yesterday seems slightly different from this one. Ness? The one I saw yesterday looked subtly worn, but this one doesn't look old at all. I have something to add to that, Grand Elder. A short while ago, Lady Yua took all the tea caddies that were on that shelf. Yua did that? Ness? And those you see now were newly placed afterward. When did she leave this place? It happened so suddenly that I don't know the exact time. It was approximately 30 minutes ago. Find Yua. Dammit. Ta-da. No wax. Was this a trap? I came to retrieve the tea caddy you took. You covered yourself up so tightly that no one could identify you, then crept here without a sound, and that's the excuse you give? Reveal your identity. I knew something was suspicious about you. So you were acting this whole time. This speed and strength, his martial depth is considerable even within the clan. Few people have this level of skill. Was he hiding his strength all along? Or do you have time to think right now? Relaxed, aren't you? It must be nice. Unlike you, I don't have much time, so I'd like for you to die quickly if possible. 3. To withstand this much with one arm, indeed, a genius is still a genius. It was the right choice to handle this myself. I nearly let things fall apart. What? Why is her arm perfectly fine? 82k years. Read for the fastest releases. You said you'd help me as much as you could, so please grant me one request. What were you trying to do during the duel? I'd like you to help me tie up the loose ends myself. Our resolve is impressive and all, but do we really need to actually break your arm? What do you mean? Are we faking it then? Ness, we can put on a splint, then say it broke while you and I were sparring. There's no need to really break it for real, is there? As long as the two of us keep quiet, no one will ever know. That's true, I suppose. I was thinking a bit too simply. Young lady, I think your enthusiasm is getting too far ahead of you right now. You should care a little more about your own well-being. I'm fine. Thank you for worrying about me. And I'm really sorry to trouble you with such a difficult favor. How dare that daughter? I'm a bit afraid of how my father and grandfather will see you. Surely they won't kill me over this. Ha ha ha. Thank you, young Master COO, for giving me the chance to deal with the traitor of my clan. Was it really you who tried to poison grandfather to death? How could you do something so vile to your own blood? Why in the world would you commit such an atrocity? Even if you can use both arms, nothing will change. I'll put you down nice and easy. Just who are you pulling down? Smile and easy. You're truly shameful, Kyang. What? What is the meaning of this? Kyang tried to swap out the tea caddy and sneak into Yua's quarters. I caught him in the act. That can't be. She carried out my request perfectly. I have a plan. Would you care to hear it? What it? Once day breaks tomorrow, please go to the Peace Forging Pavilion and smuggle out the tea caddy. Since you're at it anyway, you may as well add a bit more of your usual spoiled brat act. The tea caddy? Instead of luring the enemy into the Peace Forging Pavilion, If you don't jiggle the bait, the fish won't bite. It'll be easier to draw the enemy into a place we're familiar with while also lulling them into lowering their guard. Now that you say it, your words do make sense, and since you've been putting on the spoiled child act for so long, few will find it suspicious. I'm only worried about your safety. I intend to assign one of my personal guards to protect you. You don't have to worry about that. I have a reliable ally who will protect the Peace Forging Hall. An ally? So that valley was the Eagle Clan Patriarch. Poison was detected in all the tea cat is stored here. Kayang, how could you do such a thing? Were you intending on taking over the entire clan? No, that's not it. There's no way you would have plotted such a thing alone. It was Mayang who ordered you. What difference does it make if it was my father who gave the order or not? There must be more than a few people in this household who have grown sick of watching us. You fall further and further behind the rest of the realm, all because of your petty stubbornness and pride. You little brat, hold that tongue of yours. That's enough. Now that it's come to this, we have no choice but to gather the clan's warriors and pay Mayang a visit. Understood. Young master, please. Truly, I am ashamed to have invited you all here only to show such disgrace. As you can see, a grave incident has occurred in the clan. We can no longer play host to our guests. It's all right, we'll make preparations and depart at once. I am truly sorry. Once the matter is settled, I will invite you again. Yawn tilde, did I rest too much while we were here? My body actually feels stiff. We'll be staying in the town tonight and leaving tomorrow, right? Yeah, the Grand Elder reserved a fine inn in the marketplace for us. Wow, as expected of a great mermaid clan. I'm just glad everything turned out well in the end. Young master, you've pulled off another feat. Why, yeah. Oh, I'll just ask master about it later. We've arrived, non-master. I'm a bit hungry. Should we grab something to eat at the inn? Ooh, splendid idea. What should we have? Dumplings? Wonons? Master? The clan patriarch and the others will have gone to arrest my father, yes? Don't try any flinny tricks. I can't tell a traitor to the clan anything. Flinny tricks? I merely wish to have a conversation. What do you think of the path our merchant group has taken, always rejecting the demands of the Miram Alliance? Whatever you say, I'm not interested. I see, that's a shame. What's a SH? If you were someone I could talk to, I thought of sparing your life. I really didn't want to lose this if I could help it. Yes, sir, what is that? I suppose I have no choice after all. I had hoped to leave this, at least as my final trump card. Read at Asura scans for the fastest releases. I never thought I'd run into you here, young master. Same here. Have you returned from an escort mission? Yes, the escort mission in Zhejiang province ended safely, and I was on my way back to the merchant group. Are you also on your way back to the Eunhae merchant group, young master? Yes, I was returning from the evil clan. Right, I experienced something a bit unusual at the clan. Something unusual. No way. Master, why are you so startled? Your talent surprises me every single time, young master. To think your energy sensing has become so sensitive that you don't just feel discomfort, but outright revulsion. Do you remember when I explained the supreme and icy divine arts to you before? The more completely you master this cultivation technique, the more you'll react to people with impure energy, such as those from the underworld or demonic humans. For example, if someone like that is nearby, you'll feel uncomfortable. So if that discomfort becomes too intense, it can even turn into revulsion. That's right. Then what caused that revulsion to flare up briefly and then disappear? Oh, it could be that the sinister energy carried by someone from the underworld or a demonic human leaked out by accident, before being reined in and concealed again. Or it could be that the person was near you, and then suddenly created distance. Depending on the situation, there can be many reasons, so it would be difficult even for me to give you a definite answer. While you were staying at the clan, did anything happen? There was someone who caused an unsavory incident, but fortunately it was resolved, and I was on my way back. Young master? I think we need to return to the Eagle clan at once. Now I know why I felt so unsettled to think I'd realize it this late. If in my previous life, After the Grand Elder and the clan patriarch were removed, either the Hyomu Pavilion Master or Yeagle Kion would have taken control of the clan. I would have heard their names at least once. But this is the first time I've learned they even exist in this life, and that can only mean one thing. There's someone else behind the fall of the Yeagle clan. This situation isn't fully resolved yet. Young Master, isn't that the confusion enchantment? If you lose that, everyone in the family will end up killing each other. You know your stuff. That's why, before you get caught in the enchantment and start being a nuisance to me, you should die first. What a shame. I didn't want to go as far as using this method, but now that things have been exposed, there's no way to accomplish the task without it. To the family members who will lose their lives, I'm sorry, but by my own, the one paradise, and that I take of my daughter for getting in my way. It's all over, Mayang. I've obtained all the evidence that you and Kion 6 hired someone to have me killed, but there's something I just can't understand. Why on earth would you go so far as to point a blade at me, your own blood? Did you only start coveting the clan patriarch's seat later in life? You still don't know what the problem is. If you were going to become enemies with those Amio Murim Alliance bastards, you should have become proper enemies. Or if not, you should have at least sucked up to them in front while planning for the future. Do you have any idea how worried I was about the clan's future to go this far? Even if I'm finished here, it's obvious our clan won't last long anyway because of your indecisiveness. It's only a matter of who dies first. 81. What? Father, don't tell me this is. Yes, it's the confusion enchantment. We have to break it before there are casualties, and I'll hold them back, so I want you to find the enchantment's origin point and break it. But I'm fine, I know 4 ways to keep my sanity. If you are holding the evil exterminating sword, you will be able to enjoy it with an even clearer mind than I can. Now, the fate of the clan rests on you. I'll deal with it quickly, so please come back and stay safe until then. I can't believe someone is making our family members point blades at each other. Who would commit such a cruel act? No, this isn't the time for questions. I have to hurry.